and Jeff back again. Baseball cards, they're only friends. Super short prints they collect. The rarest of cards, yeah, respect.
Need an extra large glass tonight, Chris. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, much needed. Much needed. Woo.
Oh, boy. Yeah. All right, everybody. Welcome to another Thursday night. We've made it Thursday. Not much to say about the NLCS.
Yeah, we're kind of pouring one out for the Brewers offense here.
I mean, just completely outclassed in every phase of the game. It's just, I don't know. It's just embarrassing to watch. I hope that some of it is due to nerves or the guys being scared or something, because that talent discrepancy is not going anywhere in the future. It's probably just going to get worse. So the only hope is that they maybe by being here this year, they won't look as completely dominated next year. It's brutal.
Yeah, I think we're seeing every dollar of that payroll discrepancy on the mound so far in the series.
Although, it kind of reminds me of the great Bulls teams late in their championship runs, because they didn't give a crap about the regular season.
Nope.
I mean, the year they won the record, the 72 games, but then after that year, it was like the regular season, they didn't care. They just wanted to get everybody rested and ready for the playoffs, so you could beat them occasionally. And then in the playoffs, you saw where all that money went. So, yeah, it's tough. It's gonna be a long haul back for the Brewers.
I mean, it's not impossible. We've seen teams come down. We've actually seen underdogs, and I know the record was better, but I still thought the Brewers were the underdogs coming into the series.
Yes, by far.
We have seen underdogs come back in an LCS down 3-0. So they do look very defeated. They've got Shohei Ohtani on the mound. We're gonna face him tomorrow. Who are the Brewers starting tomorrow? Have they said?
No idea.
Yeah,
no idea. I mean, we have so few starters. You see, we're trotting Ashby out there every other day to open the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's thank you, Jake. I appreciate this. They've got a lot of people cheering for him, but it's not helping a whole lot. Yes, the Red Sox did come back. I'm remembering that. Yeah, LA is a good team. I mean, this is why Chris and I both thought coming into the year that they would break the record for team wins. We just neglected to think how little they actually cared about the regular season. They just didn't care at all, which is looking like the right decision now.
Yeah, I mean, when you have these starters lined up, I mean, Blake Snell and Yamamoto, that should have been that should have been 18 innings and one run allowed.
Yeah.
Like Blake Snell, I've never seen a playoff performance where a pitcher was that, like, how to phrase it, where that a pitcher faced less stress.
Nothing.
Just 12 pitches every inning.
That pickoff of the only base runner.
Yeah.
I know Ohtani's getting a lot of crap. His swing looks awful.
It does.
But despite that, he's had a couple big moments, like getting them on the board today, getting on and getting them the early lead.
Yep.
So yeah, it's when you hold Ohtani down for the most part, you'd think that you'd have a good chance, but they just have not at all. And that Ohtani getting on base and moving, even when he's not doing well, he's moving the lineup. In game one, I think he walked 3 times, including that intentional walk. So Ohtani's getting a lot of crap, and rightly so. His swing looks awful, but he's still getting it done. So, geez.
Yeah, I mean, he's got like 1 RBI, 1 run. Yeah, he looks bad, but it just that team is so deep that someone steps up every game when they need it, and get.
I mean, this is it.
Yeah.
You've got depth because you can just afford to buy it at every position. It doesn't matter if you screw up an investment; you just buy somebody else.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just want to say, SD Pliskin, this is the life of, for the most part, the life of a modern Atlanta Braves fan. It's been a lot of playoff runs that ended very similar to this. But there, look, anything.
It's a Wisconsin sports fans' life over the past couple decades. The Bucks managed to buck that trend one time, but
yeah. Bazooka Tom, I'm glad you checked that out. We put kind of a tragic comedy. I think that's one of the genres that Shakespeare used to write up on YouTube. We just took an absolute ass kicking on some eBay auctions. Feel free to check that one out if you want. Maybe feel better about some of the stuff you've got, or maybe decide, like we did, it's just time to.
Yeah, might be time
to fall cleaning.
Get rid of it. Some of the stuff you just got to get rid of. It's I don't know about this old story of which team is more hungry. I don't know about that.
The Brewers can be hungry as they want, but they're facing, I don't know, what is it, $180 million worth of starting pitching? Good luck.
Yeah, it's really ridiculous. Today, in addition to the bloodbath we took yesterday, I had to watch my daughter's 4th grade girls basketball team lose 32-0 this afternoon. And it was very much like watching the Brewers. It's just, you're completely outclassed. It's no matter how much you want to win, you're just, the other team's that much better. It was like Hoosiers by the end of the game. The other team's coach was making them pass 4 times before they could take a shot. And still.
I'm sorry, 32-0, Jeff?
Yeah, it was 24-0 at half. So they kind of took off their foot off the gas.
Were they allowing your daughter's team to take some shots?
Rarely, because we could not dribble the ball down the court without turning it over. So they made more shots than shots that we took during the entire game.
Yeah. All right. So a couple questions in the comments here.
Yeah, and Churio going down, that's just another kick in the nuts. Yeah, it's been a rough couple days here for me.
Yeah, Mad City Brew. I actually posted a card of his on my account yesterday or the day before, so I'll take some of the heat on that, unfortunately. So Luis Martinez, and I'm curious what you guys think. Does Ohtani's play off for his card prices? I don't think so. Because it hasn't been, it's bad, but he's also 1-0 with 9 Ks. He could pitch. Sorry, Jeff, cover your ears. He could pitch an NLCS clincher tomorrow.
I mean, why
maybe
not?
Maybe homers tomorrow.
Yeah, he hasn't been dominant on the mound, but he's got a win. He's got a pitching win, and he hasn't played great. But our crack research team, led by Teapot, informed me earlier today that even coming into today, there was 26 Hall of Famers who had played as many playoff games as Ohtani and had a worse OPS than Ohtani, including such hobby darlings as Mike Schmidt, Jackie Robinson, Willie Mays. And it doesn't affect them a whole lot. So I don't feel like.
No, and it's all sample size. It's all sample size.
Exactly.
Like Ohtani in the LCS last year was unstoppable. Like he was on base 17 times in 6 games. Ohtani in the first round this year, I mean, his first playoff at bat, he homered. He had like a homer and 5 RBIs in the first game. Yeah. Basically, just like put the Reds on their ass immediately. The Phillies destroyed him. I think the Phillies killed his confidence. We'll see if he can get some of that back. If he can get some of his mojo back. Maybe he had a Austin Powers style mojo theft.
We'll see. It's looking like he's going to have at least 5 more games, turn it around. So I like his chances.
At minimum, 4 more games, right? Absolute minimum.
Well, he's got tomorrow, and then he's got. Well, I guess.
Yes, I'm feeling positive for you guys.
Optimism.
Yeah. Wow. I did want to say, hold on. Someone said curator. No, it was not cramps. They, I believe they're saying it is Churio's hamstring again. So that's most likely the last we've seen of him, regardless of what happened.
And it may have been a cramp in that hamstring, but they're not going to trot him out there tomorrow, even if it is.
No, because
he's obviously had issues with that. 21 years old. They don't want him to tear it even further. So,
SD Pliskin. Twisting a little knife here. Well played, sir. Well played.
Yeah, Steve, I agree. I mean, and unless he has say he has a World Series moment where somehow he drops a ball in the outfield, that can linger a little bit. But even Judge's prices have bounced back from that. So long term,
I would say short of, I mean, like if the Brewers come back and win this series, and in those 4 games, Ohtani is 0 for 14 with 30 guys left on base.
Yeah.
With like a negative WRC or WPA. I mean, then we'll start to see some things move, but
maybe, yes, I can see it.
Yeah.
I don't see it. I don't see it. They don't have enough pitching. I'm trying my best not to be furious at Brandon Woodruff because I feel like he's just been stealing money from the Brewers, but I see him celebrating and taking BP. It's very frustrating. Pitching 100 innings in 3 years, just so we could have him for this type of situation, and he's just nowhere to be found on the mound. So very frustrating.
All right, let's cleanse the palate here, Jeff.
More drinks?
I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. Yes, first, absolutely. Let's a quick cheers to an incredible Brewers season, regardless of how this ends. Like, if I told you before the season started, you guys are going to win 97 games and make it to the LCS, you'd take that in a heartbeat. Yeah. So you're losing. You're currently losing to a juggernaut, and I don't think there's any
beating the Cubs was big. Beating the Cubs was big, especially because it was the Cubs and getting here. But I don't know. It's a good lesson of how little that means when you see a good regular season. I mean, when you see what you can run into in the playoffs.
Yeah, I've said it 100 times. I watched the Braves have 14 great regular seasons, and I watched a team in their division win more World Series than them in that time. So it can be extremely painful. I wanted to address JB here. Says he hasn't heard us talk about Nick Kurtz cards. He just pulled an orange out of a mega box. Very cool. We both really like Nick Kurtz.
Yeah. He doesn't have many cards.
Yes. Was it in Spitballin', Jeff, where we did a Nick Kurtz versus Caminero?
We did. Yeah. I think it might have been a Patreon, but
I think it was a Patreon. But yeah, to give a little cliff notes there, I would say that we really like Nick Kurtz. We like Nick Kurtz cards, but we're not going to buy them now. The prices right now are just absolutely absurd.
Right. There's so few cards that everybody's pouring money into those cards. Once he has more cards come out, you can start to pick and choose.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you pulled that card, I would, as soon as that comes back from PSA, boy, I get that thing up for bids or just sell that thing right away. You can buy it back in a year for less.
Absolutely. Thanks, boys. Appreciate this. And Bazooka Tom. Yeah, I feel that anybody that was going against him was going to run into this buzzsaw.
Yeah, we knew if those 4 starters were healthy. I really did think in the 7th when Vesia gave up that leadoff double, I was like, oh, Dodger bullpen. Here we go.
Dodger bullpen. They finally got to the bullpen. Yeah, my phone blew up with, hey, we finally got into the bullpen today. And then nothing. Yeah. Well,
it could be worse. Deegan Dude here had a rough night of slow pitch softball. I'm assuming slow pitch. You're 40. Took one off the cast, struck out to end a game. Hey, listen, we're both older than you. We're both still struggling through it.
Yep. Yeah, you got plenty of bad years left, DeGen. Yeah. Plenty of bad years left.
Yeah, just make sure, DeGen, dude, you're stretching. That's something Jeff and I learned in our late 30s. We have to do. You can't just drink beer in the parking lot and expect to run.
No, get a little stretch before you run those bases. All right, Yankees for the win. Here's some more Ohtani slander. Here we go. Aaron keeps on Shohei Ohtani a pass, postseason lifetime 202, last 8 games 121. How come no one? There's a lot of Yankees fans saying this, but everybody's talking about his poor performance.
Yeah, I'm hearing it everywhere. Like Jeff and I live in Southern California. It's everywhere. It's
everybody's talking about it. I know a lot of Judge fans, especially, are so upset that Judge got a lot of crap based on his playoff performance. So must be a little bit of bitterness there, but everybody's talking about it. Will it affect his cards? I don't know. It's such a small sample size. As I said, he's still doing enough. He's still doing something, even as bad as he's doing.
Yeah. Leadoff triple to score, a run in game 3. I mean, it helps. Every little bit helps. But I mean, also, honestly, the biggest thing is that they're winning. If they were down 3-0 and he's putting up this performance, now people would be screaming from the rooftops, Jeff.
Yes.
Which is why I think Judge
100%,
got more crap.
100%. His cards have not seen a little bit. I think that's part of what makes Ohtani so special. His fan base, his demand base is so much bigger than any baseball player. And it's even rivaling some of the bigger basketball players in around the world and soccer players around the world, that these small sample sizes, if anything, if there is a drop, it's just going to give these people more of an opportunity to buy Ohtani. So
yeah, based on the current prices we're seeing on the October Fanatics Collect Premier, and Golden has a big auction already running. I don't think these bidders, everyone's looking, I think these bidders are looking long-term, not short-term. So if this performance, if you see an Ohtani card right now for cheaper than it was because someone's panicking, I mean, I'm buying that card without hesitation.
yeah, Peanut Butter makes a great point. It's only a second postseason. He's still getting new to this, and chances are with his team, he's going to be there pretty often. KGK, this is what I was saying. That game one intentional walk was a game changer. Loaded the bases so that a run got walked in, and that turned out to be the difference in the game. So even when he's performing bad, he's helping the team win. Even when his batting average is low, I should say, he's helping the team win.
Yeah, Mookie Betts this October, Jeff, has 2 bases loaded walks, like in pivotal moments. Like, I wonder, I mean, I'm sure it's happened before, but I don't remember seeing it happen. I'm sure it has. I mean, you know, my weird brain.
Yeah, that's a good call. I wonder how often that's happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Wow. Speaking of buying Ohtani, Jeff and I actually had this beauty show up a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
This is just, you guys know, obviously, that we are obsessed with this card, especially me. So anytime we can get any copy, any parallel, any refractor for a reasonable price, we're going to do it. I just think this is a pretty iconic card, and I love it. Very, very cool looking card.
Yeah. When we get a chance to do it, we'll take it. And it sounds like Yankees Collector did that as well by 10 Ohtani rookies from a lot. I hate the Dodgers, but I don't hate money. Probably a smart move.
Yeah, I think most. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I had a Dodger money reference there, but it was gone. We were talking about. So I did, however, pick up. I just want to show this one real quick, Jeff. I thought I had the other one. I forgot to bring it out. But another Ohtani popped up for sale about a week ago.
I thought you were going to reference this one.
Yes, I saw that.
Is that the one on eBay Canada?
Yeah, it was coming from Canada. Yeah. That's a huge sale.
It went for over $1,200. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's $1,200 US. It went for. Yeah.
Wow.
That was a well photographed picture as well from that. But yeah, so speaking of that Stadium Club Chrome set, Jeff, obviously I've talked about the regular Ohtani auto forever. I'm pretty familiar with the checklist. And yet still a card popped up on eBay that I didn't know existed from that set. So, I mean, after a couple of days of looking at it, I had to buy it. And I feel like kind of an idiot, but so Ohtani has another auto in 2020 Stadium Club Chrome. He's got this Power Zone auto. I mean, look at this thing. I know it's just an insert from a third-year set, but look at the layout that's just made for an autograph right there.
Wow. Congratulations on that pickup.
Yeah, this card is this is kind of a stunning card. And honestly, anything with his old logo, which looks a lot like one of the Winter Olympic logos, the auto.
Yeah, his old
auto.
I'm
sorry, yeah, auto. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm all over this. I think this is amazing.
Well, congrats. You've been piling up some pretty cool Stadium Club autos of different players, and that'll fit right into your collection.
Yeah, I want to pile up more, Jeff, but there's always there's a handful of other people who are obviously seeing the same stuff, and I keep getting sniped or outbid, but I love this card. This is pretty fantastic. So every player has a base out of 10 and a red out of 5. I've never seen a red out of 5, but another one of these, I guess a PSA's 8 or a 9 sold a few months ago, but I never even saw it.
So is it numbered on the back, Chris?
Yeah, it's numbered. Actually, it's numbered on the front, right above where it says Chrome.
Oh yeah, there it is. There. Nice. Are you going to keep it in the one touch? Looks great. Or are you thinking of getting it slabbed?
I don't know. We are. I mean, this is a show called Blabbing About Slabbing, so I almost feel like I am forced, to slab. The seller was really good. Excellent seller. You can't see this, but like under really sharp lighting, there's a little bit of white on that back corner. But I mean, I really don't care.
Right.
That's just awesome.
Yeah, it looks good in there.
Yeah, it looks great in the one touch. So maybe it'll just stay here.
LKS says, got to slab it for the content.
Rules are rules, right? Yeah, I mean, if we were blabbing about one, I think we said before, if we're blabbing about one touches, we'd get away with it.
SFO wants to know what type of one touch is that?
It's one of those ones we got at the Burbank show, I think. It has like the snaps
that they were giving out as promotional. Yeah.
It's got these like snaps in there. Yeah, I don't know. Seller was from Arizona, so I haven't really like taken it out or anything, but
it looks nice.
Ooh,
M. Newbert, Chris and I were just talking about this the other day, the PSA membership. Not too excited about renewing it. It's not as many benefits as it used to be, unless they do that premium, which we've heard about. The premium has some other potential benefits. They look at some of your cards for possible crossovers. Something like that might be interesting, but just the regular membership, unless you really like reading the articles, isn't that great?
No, there's I mean, it's I don't know what are our subbing if we don't re-up, Jeff. What are our subbing options?
Well, you just pay $1 or $2 more a card.
Oh,
so if we're subbing a lot of cards, it doesn't make sense. But if you're not subbing that much,
the curator says the 2020 Stadium Club Chrome Bryce Harper refractor went for $325. Wow, to a top off a trade. Nice. I was going to mention this card as well. I grabbed a copy of. Let me show this. If you're not familiar with the card he's referring to, this is the image. I picked up an X-Fractor of this as well.
Another cool image.
He's got those powder blues. It looked like wearing those powder blues on the road was going to turn the Philly season around, Jeff.
Yeah, I love those uniforms.
Yeah, Sasaki had other plans.
Yeah, it should turn the season around when they wear them, but
it should.
Holmes also canceled. Yankees Collector says Mag Pros are the best one touches I've ever used, converting everything over to them. Okay.
Real quick, I put the trivia link in the chat. I'll do so again. And if you guys could keep us updated on the other score, I am not able to see a TV screen from where I am.
Chris C, 100%. I know Chris did. I even had an upper deck in one of those. Yeah, had a lot of cards were in. My Don Mattingly 84 Topps rookie that I bought with my own money was in a thick screw down case.
Yeah, and a lot of them didn't even have that little indent, for the card to sit in. So you're just really just squeezing that card. And I know PSA sometimes will say those have been altered.
Yes, good call. They
3-1 Jays. Nice.
Yeah, I think those are tough to find in good condition.
I chuckled at that, Wills. That's funny.
3-1 Blue Jays, huh?
Yeah, almost out of that magazine. Mid-third. Joey K, you don't know for sure that Michigan is going to win trivia again. It's a little bit different. Don't forget this week we're starting with Naked Gun at the end. Our pop culture category this week is the movie Naked Gun. And I tried to go a little postseason heavy with this week's trivia, Jeff. As
it should be, right? We're in the smack dab in the middle of the postseason, although no one's told the Brewers yet, but we are in the postseason. Want to see the prizes?
Yeah, we're going to give out 2 prizes. We got first prize, can choose between these two, and second place gets the...
All right. Heritage Action Variation of Mr. Clayton Kershaw. Retiring soon. Will be joining the Hall of Fame in 5 years.
Yeah, looks like his hands on his hips because he's going out for a second inning. He was not prepared for, Jeff.
Yeah, look at him. Yeah. Speaking of playoff struggles. And in honor of the trivia topic today, I must kill the queen. We got a Wade Boggs image variation with Reggie Jackson on there.
Nice. So many hits on that card.
A lot of hits. Tanya Auto isn't the prize tonight, Chris? Was that what you're?
No, I like you guys, but I don't like you guys that much. Actually, do you want to highlight Adaldis there talking about the Jeff Wilson post? Because I'm absolutely in the minority here because I get it.
Yeah, there was so much consternation. For people that don't know, Jeff Wilson posted something on Instagram about his email that he got from PSA, which is an email you get when they want to upcharge your cards. You have submitted them at a certain level. After grading them, they feel like they're too valuable to be graded at that price that you submitted them at. So they make sure they charge you more and you have to okay it. And in this case, which we've never gotten a $4,000 upcharge, but $4,000 is a sizable upcharge.
It is. He said in a follow-up that PSA added he estimated $50,000 of value to his card by grading it. So he was completely fine with paying them a 10% fee for that. And I get it. I get it. I mean, PSA is the only grading company that has that guarantee.
And that's what KGK says here, 100%. So whether you like it or not, or whether it doesn't cost anymore to grade the card, the service isn't any different. That's correct. But what KGK is referring to is the insurance that PSA provides for all their cards being authentic. So, I mean, you add the value, and then they're going to take a chunk of that value to pay for their insurance. So I don't know. I mean, that's the way it goes. Don't
if he had like a Jackie Robinson card authenticated by PSA, and then we find out 2 years from now that card was actually a really impressive forgery, PSA will reimburse Jeff. They'll buy that card back from him at market value.
It's a huge deal.
BGS would tell you, BGS would piss in your face and tell you to get the hell out of here.
Say, sorry. Yeah, we screwed them up.
Yeah.
It's not shipping insurance. It's not shipping insurance, Paul Dallas. I mean, part of it might be shipping insurance, a couple dollars, but the insurance is on the value of the card. Yeah, that they're saying this is a $100,000 card. We're saying it's authentic. It's part of our insurance policy that covers all of our cards. If they're not authentic, we give you that $100,000 value. That's how insurance works.
Yeah, they also there was a really interesting story. About a year ago, a Michael Jordan precious metal gems was being auctioned off on eBay, and it was in a BGS slab, and it was one of those red ones, Jeff. And it was discovered as this auction was going that this was not a PMG. It was, and maybe it was the rubies. I think it was PMG, but it was actually a base card that had been painted.
Yeah, colored in.
Red Sharpie colored in. So it looked like it, but it wasn't. But BGS had graded it as such. Great BGS said that's what it was. So the sale went on, the auction went up on eBay. It sold for like 22 grand, and it went to eBay authentication. And our buddy Signed and Slabbed has a story about this on his IG page if you want to go read it. But eBay authenticated it. And their excuse was, we authenticate the slab. Like, yes. The card's already been authenticated. We're just authenticating that the BGS slab was real. So by the time the buyer got this card, he was fully aware that he had bought a piece of crap, a card with $0, worth nothing.
Yeah.
And he approached BGS to say, hey, you authenticated this and it's not authentic. And they were like, eh. Whereas at minimum, had that been in a PSA slab, Jeff, PSA would have bought that back from at market value and admitted their mistake and taken it on the chin.
Yeah. Right. And Chrissy, I don't think there's too many people that think PSA hasn't graded fakes or trim cards. I think people know that they have.
Yeah. But
the fact is that if you can prove that they have, you can get your money back from that.
Yes, and that happens. I think their CEO said it's approximately like, I think he said on he was on a Neo's channel, and I think he said it's something like in the low, like $100,000 that they generally pay out every year from old slabs that get moved around, and they realize they made mistakes.
Yep. Yeah, and this goes to Rob's point. I mean, they're not going to be perfect with it. They are going to make mistakes, and maybe technology changes. There's new ways of finding out that something is fake.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice way of them saying like essentially the buck stops with them. Like if I had a card that was fake, graded by PSA, and I sold it to one of you guys, like maybe I'm a bad example because I would own up to it, but other sellers would be like, hey, we made the sale. You got what you paid for, and you're out of luck. But this way, at least PSA will step in and be like, hey, we will accept responsibility for this. We will reimburse you for it.
Yeah. It doesn't happen a lot. Cutler says, how many Wanders were upcharged back in the day? Well, the Wander Franco, there weren't a lot of really expensive cards. So the majority of them probably weren't upcharged.
Yeah, I mean, they may have been right. Those 2019s, I'm sure, were upcharged, like heading into his debut for sure. But yeah, maybe that's a lesson for us to not be grading the hyped prospects
Well,
and
that's
the rookies
that's
before they're
definitely a
more
lesson.
established.
Yeah.
Or before they're married. Maybe that's a better way to look at it. I don't know. But look, I get it. I understand PSA is not perfect. They're far from
What-
perfect. But that guarantee is, I think it's a
David's getting very angry about this. Can't believe you all are trying to justify this. What is the problem, David? That they don't need to upcharge for this?
I mean, you're asking them to handle huge commodities too. I mean, I don't know. There's a big difference.
Right. Do you feel like they should just raise their prices so they could cover it? I don't know. That doesn't seem right to make everybody pay for it. I mean, that's kind of how insurance for things work. I don't know what the biggest problem is, but all right.
I don't know. I'll be. Yeah. That Jordan card does show, how mismanaged BGS is. You would think they would take the short-term money loss and just own up to it publicly and pay the guy back. You think that would benefit them more? All right, give me a second. I'm trying to catch up on some of these comments here. Adultus, this is a general question for you guys because I don't know the answer, but like other authenticators, do they charge just like a flat, like I'm talking about like furniture, maybe like historical documents? I would think there has to be a scale. Like if I had I'm not gonna come up with an example that isn't horrific, but if I had something that's worth a ton of money, I would expect to pay more to have it authenticated than if I had something that's worth less money. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I agree. I mean, there's more risk in it for them because they're guaranteeing that the product is what they say it is. I mean, that just makes sense. Yes, if you don't like it, don't use it. Rob, I know Jeff was saying this. Jeff Wilson was saying the upcharge. He doesn't mind the upcharge because the value add is so much greater than what the upcharge is. That's what he was saying. Yeah,
which absolutely. If he's going to sell that card, he said it was $50,000 more. So if he was going to sell it for 50 and now he's going to sell it for 100 and he's only out 4K I mean, who wouldn't make that trade?
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. I understand a little bit of the frustration.
Thank you, peanut butter. This is pricey. Yeah. Authenticating a painting can cost $200,000. Well, I would assume so because the person that wants to buy the authenticated painting wants to know that it's real. So that authenticator is putting their reputation and money, presumably, on the line.
Yeah, you also like if we had a $10,000 card, we were subbing at PSA, and you sub it bulk. So insured up to $500. If they damage that card, which happens, they're only gonna give you $500 because that's what you told them the card was worth. So I mean, there's other layers to that as well. I mean, if you're sending them a $10,000 card, do you want their low end graders handling it? I mean, that's okay. Thanks, Joey K.
Although David seems to disagree with this, so you guys are in disagreement about the coins.
Let you guys argue that one on the side.
Yeah.
All right, I want to show you guys a card that should cost nothing to authenticate, but makes me extremely happy. I talked about it a couple weeks ago. It finally came back, and that is, of course, this Paul Blackburn that is now signed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like it. I'm very happy.
I like it too, but Chris, you should have went with the silver or gold. The gold. Right
I didn't send a pen. I was like, whatever he has. He was fresh off an unfortunate shellacking by Toronto, but I was hoping maybe on the back he'd write what he was looking at. But he guessed. I believe his friend said he guessed he was texting his wife, which is, gentlemen, that's the safest guess out there.
Just say that. Say that. Yeah,
he's very smart. But I really appreciate it. So, Bryce, if you're watching, thank you very much for helping me out with this auto. I love it.
SFO Sox fan is calling it an eBay 1 of 1. Yeah, so if you see it up there, you'll know.
But I'm not gonna lie, there is a chance I spend I think it's $24.99, Jeff, to have eBay or to have PSA authenticate that auto.
What if they come back and say
it's fake? And that would be amazing. I would give that dude credit if the whole thing was a con to make me send him the card. He faked an auto.
It's actually Bryce. Bryce signed it himself.
Yankees collector. I'm right there with you. There have been some really disappointing, we'll call them Oakland A baseball card images in the last couple of years. Yes. And then a couple that makes the good ones really stand out. But man, there's some questionable locker room shots. I don't know. I just don't know.
Okay. I wanted to show a card that one of our viewers sent in. Shout out to Mr. Jeff Bugenhagen. who sent this sweet Marquise Grissom wearing the old 90s Brewers uniforms.
Oh, yeah.
I don't collect a lot of 90s cards, but I got to say, this one looks pretty good. Like our friend Scotty B says, the 90s cards are where it's at, and it is numbered out of 1,500.
Which back then, in the 90s, it's like, oh my God, I may never see another copy of this.
Yeah, that's true. When would you have, right?
Marquise Grissom was also both a Brewer legend and a Braves legend, as he caught the last out of the 90s Braves only World Series win.
Did you really?
He did.
Well, a nice addition to the Brewers binder. So thank you for sending some Brewer cards, Jeff.
Yes, and Jeff, I want to thank you. He was also kind enough to send me this Fanatical card.
Yeah.
That
looks
this
pretty
Acuna.
cool.
So I complain about card images a lot. And you guys are sick of it, and I will bitch and moan about the 50 SSP or SP images that are in Topps Chrome and Sapphire and Logo Fractor. But these Fanatical cards, these look amazing. I believe our buddy Gregory is working on the set for his binder. But these are easily the 20 best images in Topps Chrome. There also are red refractors out of 5, and I think oranges out of 25. Next year, I'm hoping we get autos on these, because some of the absolute best images, like I said, that Topps has produced this year are in this set. So I like it a lot. Kudos to them. These cards look great.
Thanks, Bazooka Tom. Update 3-1 Jays, top of 4.
I also want to throw in, they're not not overly expensive either. I think even like the Ohtani's around $100. So most everyone else is under. They're almost all horizontal. The Judge is vertical, and the Judge image is really cool. It's vertical, so you can see there's a sign in the stands behind him. I think, Jeff, if you can picture it, like he's in his batting stance. There's a sign behind him that says like Judge #1 or something.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's like the Garrett Cole Topps Chrome rookie.
Yes, I remember you comparing it to the Cole.
Yeah, very cool.
Nice card.
Yeah, Bugenhagen, thank you very much. Those are great. And while your Instagram name is very confusing, it took us a while to realize that it was the same person.
So check your Instagram, because we sent you a message on there. Hopefully it's your Instagram.
Yeah. Someone else wrote in there that the A's are an up-and-coming team, and I totally agree. I'm really excited for the Vegas move, and I'm hoping that once that stadium is up and running, assuming Blabbenbout Slabbin, Jeff, is still up and running, that the Brewers and Braves haven't put us in an early grave, we could do like Blabbin meetups, like maybe at that ballpark once a season, because Vegas isn't that far from us, and all we need is
that would be awesome. I see what Plummerman's saying. The A's are like his Twins. It's just like these small market teams become farm teams for the big markets, which is sad. You see a guy like Mason Miller go. Maybe when they get to Vegas, that'll become a bigger market, and they'll be able to spend and keep more of their homegrown players, because baseball's good when the A's are good. So I would like that to happen.
Will they be able to spend? Yes. Will their piece of human excrement owner actually spend? I don't know. I think it was David was asking. This is the Fanatical card.
Yeah.
From Aaron Judge. That's just I love that image. It's very cool. If that had an auto right across his crotch, it's got to be a auto buy for our buddy Jake, for sure.
Yep.
But yeah. So all the cards are generally, you can see the fans reacting to the players, which is something Jeff and I love to see on SSPs. So I can't hate that they have their own set for it.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. Some of these sets would be fun if they keep them going and manage to utilize either other players or very different pictures for these star players.
It is funny sometimes when they do stuff like this, like with the home. It's not. Damn it. What do they call them? Is it Hometown Heroes? Is that the top version? Yeah. Sometimes they'll do it. They make the card of the player, and then the player's gone. Like Freddie Freeman is in the 2022 set as a Brave with autos, and he wasn't there in 2022, so that stinks. I know Devers has a Fanatical card in this set as a Red Sox, and you can see the fans behind him are like Devers, but obviously he's not. He wasn't there by the time the set came out, so you can't blame Topps on that. They're doing the best they can, but sometimes it is pretty funny. And poor Freddie Freeman had to sign all those cards of him with the Atlanta Stadium behind him in his old jersey. Ay.
Is that the coach's fist in the background?
I feel like we should probably stop sharing that. Looks like the coach is kind of burying his head there.
Yeah, I think the fist is between the legs. Anyway, 4-1.
4-1 Blue Jays. Nice. Someone did mention the work stoppage in 2027, and we could talk about this for a minute.
It's coming.
It's coming. And if the Dodgers win the World Series again, that's especially the way they've just manhandled a small market team here. It's just the noise for it's going to get louder and louder. Jeff and I talked about privately, and I'm sure we've talked about that realignment plan that was released.
Yeah.
I feel like that is the first step. Knowing if we can't get a floor ceiling combo, that realignment plan is the next best option, because at least that makes the biggest markets battle each other out for the limited playoff spots. The playoff series themselves, unfortunately, may play out the same way, Jeff.
It probably will. And then eventually another 8 to 10 years down the road, it will switch to a premiership style soccer league probably. But
I think we're headed in that direction. Yeah.
Yeah. But the Eastern division, you get the Mets, the Yankees, the Phillies, and the Red Sox in a division. That's going to be a bloodbath of its own getting to the playoffs.
Yeah, for sure. Not as big a bloodbath as what we went through, but yeah,
not
a giant bloodbath. Which is great because it also means that we guarantee a Midwestern team from each league is in. So yeah. Oh yeah, Wills. This would be, I think, the Vegas meetup would be great. We'll start planning that one now.
Right. So 2029 when baseball's back and has no fans after a 2-year layoff. Yeah.
Tickets should be cheaper.
Yeah. Yeah. If they have another work stoppage, it's going to be more damaging than the 94 stoppage.
Yankees collector. Yeah. Yeah. We may have to all pool money together to bail Jeff out if we go see, if we're there for A's Brewers and, the Brewers get shut out. Who knows?
Streaking the quad. It's going to be hard for the owners to agree on anything. Yeah. So we'll see, Seven. That's why this whole thing with baseball is going to take decades to get figured out. But if they would just look at the other professional sports teams in the U.S., they've got a pretty good pattern. But the labor union is so strong, they don't want that. The rich owners are so strong, they don't want that.
I mean, the Brewers owner isn't poor. He's not the Guggenheim Group, but yeah, he's doing okay. We're not going to feel bad for him.
Right. I guess what it comes down to is how much of a team's profits do you expect the owners to spend? Right. And nobody wants to open their books, but the Dodgers TV deal is $300 million and the Brewers is $30 million. It's a pretty big discrepancy.
Yeah, I think the Braves might be lower than the Brewers actually. The Dodgers TV deal is just absurd. Yeah, Seven Costanza. You wouldn't think so, but I mean, I don't know how much different it really is. Right now your small market teams, like if you're the Rays, that's a bad example. If you're the Rockies, all right. I mean, the Denver's a pretty big town, but you're bad. You sell your biggest tickets the few times the Dodgers come into town, and the Yankees were there this year too, and that would still happen. You'd still get you still get one series each with like the bigger markets. I just think we're past the point. I mean, try playing fantasy sports. If you're playing in an auction league and I can spend $500 million and you only have 75.
That's exactly what I was trying to tell someone. They said, well, that's different. It's not really that different. No, it's like a playing field. One's up here and one starts here and one starts up here.
Okay. Jeff, there's a Brewers trivia question here from Joey K.
What team did they play before going to the National League?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what that means. I mean, they played all the
AL. There's a word missing there, I think. Can you rewrite that one? Hold on. There was another...
I think 98 was the first year. The big ad campaign was, we're taking this thing national.
Yeah, David O. This is a good thing to chat about. The work stoppage. It's going to absolutely. Acuna is the guy it makes me sweat about because he's already missed so much time with injury. If he can get through next year, and that's a gigantic if, at the end of 2027, he'll have 3 full seasons under his belt, and he'll be almost 30 years old.
It's going to affect quite a few people.
Think about Aaron Judge too. He'll miss his entire age 35 season.
I mean, guys like Judge and Soto, who already had that 2020 season capped at 60 games.
Yeah.
some big career numbers.
I look at my boy Freddie Freeman, Jeff, and if he loses an entire season, his shot at 3,000 hits gets lessened.
Another year older. Yeah. This could be, David. We'll see.
Yeah,
last team? I'm still not understanding this question.
What were the? Hold on, maybe the question is.
You mean what team did they play the last game of the 97 season? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, maybe that's the question. Who was the last team they played while they were technically an American League team? No, that can't be right. No, that's not right.
I don't know. I can't say I was. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. You're gonna have to just give us the answer, and then we can figure out what the question.
I don't know. The Twins.
Man, I forget like that they were over there. Feels like a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean they were in the World Series last time against the Cardinals. They won the American League Championship.
Yankees for the win, Jeff. This
wasn't even a trivia question. You're just asking it, Joey.
Come on, Joey. Come more prepared. All right, this Yankees question, Jeff. Do you know the answer to it? What does PSA do if you just say no? I'm not paying that.
Do they just send them back and charge your flat rate? An excellent question. They must crack it out. I bet they crack it out and send it to you.
Yeah, they probably send it to you raw, and they charge you the original amount. Would be my guess. But I don't know. That's a great question because someone must have done that. They used to ask your permission, Jeff, but now didn't they change in the user agreement that they're just going to bang you for it without asking?
They did, but last time I still got the email asking. So I guess they don't have to ask anymore. They can just charge it, but I still got the question. I still got Chris, when we subbed that card for a friend, the Pujols.
Oh, yeah.
We got the upcharge. I got an upcharge email and it said, we will not continue on until you respond to this saying you'll allow the upcharge. Peanut Butter has it. Yes, 7. They slab it before that because they get all the way to the very end, do the QA checks and everything.
Yep.
Yeah, now KGK, they changed it. So yes, you're not allowed to decline now, but I think that must be on a rolling basis because like I said, we still got the question about if we wanted it or not.
Yeah. All right. I'm putting the trivia link in there. We're getting close to trivia time. Let me just make sure I made those changes.
Battery says if you refuse the upcharge, it's returned in an SGC slab.
That's boo. Oh, that's funny though.
Chris C wants to know why Steve Sachs was in trouble with the law.
Hey, listen, Saxy boy was just cruising through the wrong neighborhood. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I believe Smithers said he's looking at 6 consecutive life sentences.
Yankees for the win. Please explain the upcharge. I have a lot of PMG basketball Iverson, a lot of high-end Kobe's now. They are, but I'm not looking to move them. They've been in the garage since the 90s. Well, that's going to be a heck of a large grading charge, but it sounds like it'll be worth it. So what I would recommend is grading a card you don't mind getting rid of, maybe, and you could afford to pay for the rest of your grading fees with that. The upcharge, you have to be careful here because if it's a $5,000 card, I'm not sure whatever the current grading fee is for that, $300 or whatever it is.
I'm going to pull it up. I'll pull up the prices right now, Jeff. While you're talking, go ahead. Keep going.
Right. If you send it in at $300 and it's a $5,000 card and they damage it, they will reimburse you up to that $5,000. So you could send it in. Look at these value bulk, $21.99, $27.99. If you're in no hurry to get them back, that's the other thing. They'll take a long time to get them back. You can send in at those low costs, and then they'll upcharge you. Then if it's a $5,000 card, then at the end they'll say, well, you only sent this in at the $20 level. We're going to charge you $300, which means you have to pay the $280 difference. So if you know going in that you're going to have to pay that, 2 reasons you might as well pay it. 1, you'll get it back a lot faster. And 2, if they damage it, you'll get the full amount of your refund. But some people just like to send everything at the lowest possible level, and then you get upcharged because it should be sent in at a higher level. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And can you please put that stuff in your house? Like, like I worry. I don't know where you live, but I worry about
Oh,
your
garage.
garage or car hole, as Mo Sislak would call it. I worry about the humidity out there, the temperature, potential water damage, raccoons, Jeff. I mean, we've had raccoons in our garage. I mean, they're around. We don't want them nibbling on these card boxes or getting into a one touch or anything. So yeah, please bring them into the house.
Yeah, that humidity.
Yeah, let's get some
But
climate
Yankees
control
for
on
the
those
win.
dudes.
Those are PMG basketball cards are in very high demand and very expensive. So yes, you should probably take care of those, getting them slabbed and authenticated, because a lot of 90s PMGs are faked. So you want to get them authenticated as well.
Yeah, and honestly, like the prices that we have seen on some Kobe stuff of late, it's this basketball season. It might be a fantastic time to authenticate some of those and throw them up on like Fanatics Collect or even like Golden.
Look at this, Chris. It was the Minnesota Twins. Joey, you got your trivia question right. Yes.
So Jeff didn't understand the question and still got it right. The man knows his Milwaukee Brewers baseball. That is impressive, Jeff. You know what? I'm going to finish my drink in honor of
I
that.
appreciate that. And I also appreciate Yankees for the win. Thank you for sending this. This will allow us to get another drink, which I probably will need after the Brewers get swept tomorrow. Hopefully they won't, because I'd like to see them Saturday. But yeah, take care of those PMGs, get them inside, and contact us. We have a couple people that we work with at Spitballin' that know a little bit more about PMGs and 90s stuff than we do. So they might be a good resource to have.
Shelly the Turtle spitting out some facts here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm aware of who Kobe Bryant is. And all I know is that when those auctions go up, that's all that I hear talked about. The last Fanatics Collect, I watched we talked about my card live, and we were done. I watched Jeremy Lee and Adam Gray, and all they talked about was vintage baseball and the Kobe autos that were up, and like, oh, which ones were boldest and which ones had parts of what jerseys and blah, blah, blah. So I just feels like if you want to cash out, maybe put a jacuzzi in your backyard, it feels like a pretty good time.
Yeah, and I would, as KGK says, if you have to spend that much money, you're going to have a lot of money in cards. So don't shortchange yourself. If you do want to sell them, we've talked a lot about the issues that PSA has, but right now they are the best. You get the best return on cards and PSA slabs, especially those kind of cards. So,
yeah, and honestly, we're not trying to buy them, but if you want to shoot us some pictures on IG, we'd love to see what you got, and maybe help us give you even better advice, kind of guide you to how to maximize your money.
Absolutely. Just, don't let those go until you get them authenticated.
Yeah, Chris C saying only walk in. Yeah, I don't know where you live either, but yeah, PSA does do some local drop-offs, which definitely takes a lot of the mail stress out.
Yeah, the other thing I know some
stress.
people do with really high-end stuff is bring it to the National, because there you can drop off at the National and still pick it up by show's end. And I guess it's pretty pricey, but it's a way to avoid the mail.
Yeah, it's not as pricey as your car getting run over by a mail truck or left at the wrong house. Oh, yeah. KGK, I would love to see it.
You're getting 6-figure offers right away.
Yeah.
Oh, curator, this was me. I was thinking about this the other day because the pre-mentioned basketball game I attended, my daughter's friend is on that team, and that was the guy who gave me his box of, it was like 2008 Upper Deck or something. And then I got home, and when I showed it on the show, people said it's like a $500 or $1,000 box. So I didn't feel right just taking it. So I gave it back to him. So it's probably back in his closet.
Yeah. Maybe he sold them. I mean, who knows? But yeah, Jeff, that was very nice of you.
We could have just opened it on the show. What if we would have pulled something big?
Yeah, we could have sold it and split the money, or you could have split the money with him.
Yeah, that's right. I still could have done something good. Split the money with the viewers. Luis, we talked about this a little bit before. I mean, Jeff he's very polarizing in the hobby. I think he means well. I don't. It's probably, yes, Rich talking about rich people things. Yes, I don't begrudge him not complaining about the upcharge, because as he pointed out, the value he received made the upcharge worth it. I don't think he was shilling for PSA in that way. He was just saying, well, it's going to help me.
Yeah, he gets a lot of flack, but I think he gets flack because a lot of what Jeff said, like he behaves in he acts a little bit crazy sometimes, but I met him. I went to the grand opening of Cards HQ. Teapot was kind enough to invite me. I was his +1. And yeah, and Jeff gave a speech and he was like teary-eyed. Like the hobby means a lot to him. So he, you know, he does some weird stuff. He maybe says the wrong thing occasionally, but think about it like
he's got a ton of viewers.
Yeah, if Jeff and I added 2 zeros, well, 3 zeros to our combined net worth and put it into our collection, I imagine we would garner more attention, and we probably the dumb shit that we say, Jeff, and by that I mean the dumb shit that I say that you desperately try to stop me from saying, probably would attract a lot more negative attention. So I mean, like I said, I've met the guy. Like he legitimately loves this hobby, and he is running a hobby shop at a loss because he just enjoys it.
Yeah, and it's tough being on the top of the mountain. As Neo talks about, Jeff's the landing page of the hobby when people look for baseball cards.
You do.
So
yes, in SFO, this 100% will never end, and deservedly so. That is an absolutely amazing thing. Yeah.
Yes, and he's moved away early in his tenure. He was making picks, notoriously quarterback picks, that cost a lot of people money that followed him, and he's leaned away from that sort of thing.
Oh, Curator, going back to the Yankee thing, Curator is right. Yeah, apparently Nat Turner is building that PMG set. I can't imagine a better situation for you than grading a card that the owner of PSA might want. So, yeah, I would say it's time to get those in some slabs here. Hey, Jeff, there's a fellow brewer. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Just for saying, Mookie Chilson says he's a one-man hobby shop at a loss. And if anybody saw our video from yesterday about the bloodbath we took, we are also operating at a loss oftentimes.
That was tricky. If you guys saw the thumbnail, I had to sort of explain. My wife is our graphic designer. She's really good at it. She loves especially creating stuff where she can put Jeff and my like faces on other things, particularly when we're suffering agony or whatever. But I was trying to explain the situation to her, what we needed on the thumbnail, without really getting into the specifics of how Jeff and I were dumb and we had lost a bunch of money in sports cards.
What does a bloodbath mean? Oh, it's nothing. It just means nothing.
No, it's not, you know, it's you know, it's just code for something. But yeah, then she heard me editing the video and she was like, what? You guys bought what?
She's like, all right, I'm going to start charging more for thumbnails.
Yeah.
Cardaholic, thank you for the $10. Speaking of random cards, I want to thank Michigan Cards and Graphs plus us for the Larry Hagman auto card. He was joking that he wanted, but still an awesome card. Michigan Cards and Graphs, for those of you who don't know, he is a multi-time winner of trivia. He's been very generous with where his trivia prizes go. So don't be surprised if you finish lower than Michigan Cards and Graphs to still get an email from Blabbin Trivia Central
he's basically the late 90s Yankees, Jeff. Like it's really, really hard to beat him at trivia. And he is kind enough if he doesn't really, like last week or a couple, like this Cardaholic, the guy that finished just behind him had expressed how much he was hoping to win the prize. So he was kind enough to, you know, I feel like everyone else at trivia, Jeff, is just getting his table scraps, if you will.
Yeah.
That might be a little strong, but
and tonight we've got 2 prizes. So.
Yes, we got 2 prizes and they're both pretty good. All right. Speaking of which, I put the link. Oh boy. Be a little too much.
Jeff Wilson and SCI getting a lot of positive feedback, which is great.
Good. I mean, if you ever watch their lives, they do. It's like the first Tuesday of every month, Jeff, where he gives away a bunch of stuff, and the staff like plays games, and he's like does his best Bob Barker. Like you can tell, he just really enjoys the hobby. Is he a jackass sometimes? Absolutely.
Yeah. Yes, Chris. Both Seven and LKS are just saying what you should remind your wife of the Ohtani sale. It's just that should take goodwill for a while.
It does. It did. It did. And she wasn't quite as I was exaggerating for effect a little bit. She was just kind of like, she heard me editing the video. I was like, I was definitely questioning. It was actually, to her credit, it was more, why would you have bought those cards in the first place? Was one of her questions. And I'm like,
well, that's the lessons we learned.
Yeah.
See, and we learn these lessons so she doesn't have to, and maybe some other people watching don't have to.
Yes, and if she learned by osmosis, you guys can learn just by watching the video.
That's right.
Yeah.
This has come up a few times. A Plumberman and Michigan Cards and Graphs is just Chat GPT program.
Yeah, Homer Dome gets all his cards out the back door at Tops, and Michigan Cards and Graphs is some sort of trivia AI program. Yeah, M Parsons knows what a bloodbath is. It's when our dog gets insane and aggressively bites my wife for like 20 uninterrupted minutes. It's nuts, Jeff. Jelly for whatever reason, and I'll sit right next to her, and she's just like, "Hey, Dad, whatever," and then just goes back to trying to bite M Parsons. It's not it's a habit we're trying to break.
You're gonna have to buy some big jars of hydrogen peroxide so you can dump it all over Megan after she gets bit up.
We have a Brewers fan saying hello. I hope you're handling this particular week better.
Yeah, Brewers kill. That's yeah. Oh, M Parsons. Okay, two things. First of all, yes, Chris has talked at length about the cards that he narrowly missed due to Jeff Wilson. But I know some fancy frame.
I have to say, I just have to correct the phrasing. I didn't lose them due to Jeff Wilson. I lost them due to my own pussiness, which I think I can say, and I'm pretty sure is a word. I sat there waffling. I waffled I'm embarrassed. I'm honestly embarrassed. That was a dream card, and I'm like, well, I'd have to sell these 3 if I wanted to buy that one. God, what do I do? And I just sat there like a gutless child, Jeff. And Jeff Wilson stepped right in. He didn't even, if he hit the buy it now, I might have an ounce of anger towards him, but he sent an offer and the guy accepted it. Yeah. So it's my fault. And honestly, at least the card is in a place where once a year when I go to Atlanta to see some Braves games, I can at least see the card. Because he does have that really cool frame.
Yeah, he's got a nice display. All Ellis, we got this comment a few times. It is a tough time to sell, but at the same time, some of the stuff that we were selling, I'm not sure if there would have been a better time. And frankly, we wanted to use that money for other things. So yes, we felt like a lot of these things, like if you saw the video, even some of the prospect stuff that I was holding on to, I've been holding on to it for years. And so we thought we'd get it out the door. You're right. Baseball does take a tail of sort of tails down at the end of October, but we thought with a couple of the bigger cards were guys that were in the playoffs that might be our best bet.
And it was a loss either way. Like maybe if we sold in April or May, we get a few dollars more. I mean, I don't know. They had 2 Guerreros at bids when Guerrero single-handedly destroyed the Yankees and no one cared. So it is what it is. The cards are gone. We have a little bit of money coming in. Surely we'll waste that.
Yeah.
Possibly on PSA upcharges. We'll see.
Hey, you can only hope. M. Parsons wants to know if we ask for theories why the video is so popular. I think people just like to know that there's other people who may lose money.
Yeah, so much of the content out there is like, oh, I made money on this was a great deal that I made, and this card sold for blah, 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 and everything is great. But sometimes it's not great. And people need to know that it's not all rosy.
No, and there's, as we tried to express in the video, hopefully we've learned some things since we bought these cards. Most of the cards that we sold, we bought 5, 6, 7 years ago. We've learned a lot of different lessons along the way, and this was just a way of sort of reinforcing some of those. Yeah. I mean, those are cards we probably, I mean, whatever. You can't predict what people are going to do off the field. And at some point, it's time to move on. Shelly the Turtle had something I want to chat about for a minute before we start trivia, Jeff. I just got to go back and find it. There's a lot of jelly talk over there. BF Sports cards, space in the house worth more than the value of those cards. At some point, yes, it just helps to clear. I'm still in the process of doing that, but just sort of clearing all the noise out so you can see what you really have.
Yeah, and I heard some other people were asking us, like, why didn't you guys just list at a higher, like, buy it now and take offers? But I mean, that takes time and effort and energy. And there's still no guarantee of a sale. So we just wanted a situation where the cards were gone, whatever they netted, whatever people were willing to pay, let's accept the market for what it is, and we'll take the cash and just be done with them.
Yeah.
And that was kind of our mindset. We just didn't want to sit there fielding offers and dealing with comps, and it just, I mean, we knew we were going to get hurt.
This is probably true. Probably enjoy seeing us fail too.
Yeah, I think everyone likes to see. I mean, yeah.
My Marco Luciano. After seeing some of the prices that those things got, I'm like, and then the worst part, Chris, in some of the comments were fans of these players or teams that are like, oh, I would have liked that card. So maybe next time, if there's just a bunch of cards I know are not going to get anything, I'll throw them up on Instagram. And if people, because I would have rather given the Max Meyer at $9 to a fan of the Marlins or him.
100%. Yeah. Yes. And I think that's something we will do more of going forward as well.
Another lesson we learned.
I saw this this KGK comment here. How much fun is it to explain to your wife how much of a bloodbath it was as a direct result of your own decisions? Well, thanks for pretty pointed comment here. Yeah. I mean, you can try to explain to your significant other that, hey, listen, it's not my fault that a 21-year-old millionaire in the Dominican Republic made bad choices, but it is our fault. We need
it's like, well, what about the 41-year-old non-millionaire making bad choices about that guy's cards?
Right. Yeah. We need to be smarter. We need to accept the reality of the situation. And yeah.
I wanted to get to two other comments, Chris, before we do trivia. Another one from KGK, and he mentioned this before on Jeff's show this week. They talked about institutional money coming into cards, and I've heard that a little bit anecdotally as well. At what point do PSA 10 Topps Chrome Ohtani rookies become a tracked asset class for retail investors? And this is especially coming to a head with all the stuff we saw with Mr. Wonderful buying the Kobe that you talked about and talking about how he wants to set up a fund that people can buy shares in. So yeah, there's a lot of big money out there trying to decide whether or not cards, sports cards, non-sports cards are a legitimate asset class. And once that gets decided, if that gets decided that it is, there's going to be some big money, deep-pocketed people who want into the hobby. So I don't know. Yeah, what sorts of things will they go after? Are they going to look at commodity cards like PSA 10 Topps Chrome Ohtanis? Or is it going to be just specifically the more high-end stuff that Mr. Wonderful is going after? I don't know. Hard to say.
How do he get that nickname? How does one acquire the name Mr. Wonderful, Jeff?
I think he gave it to himself.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
And if you have millions and millions of dollars, people call you pretty much whatever you want, I've heard.
I guess. Yeah. By the way, if anyone in here, extra bonus trivia here, you lose more than you win. Yeah. If anyone knows the nickname that Mo Sizlak referred to himself as, I'll be very impressed if someone can pull that up. I did not.
The bartender?
Mo is the bartender, yes. But he said, as I'm frequently referred to as blank. I did not hear that Topps pushed update back 2 weeks. Did you hear this, Jeff?
I didn't hear that. No, but they are churning out a lot of cards, including Disney and Labubu cards. Yeah.
All right. Quick thought on the Disney cards, Jeff, because I've seen a lot of these like Disney and Marvel cards with the fake selling for tons of money with like the fake character autos. But I am seeing some of these other Disney autos with actual like people's autos, like the performers. So maybe that's a step up.
It's definitely a step up, but I think these Chrome boxes are going for like $500 and the autos are all sticker, Chris. So you can get a Tom Hanks auto, but it's a sticker auto. Disappointing.
Well, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Right. Well, never mind. I was going to try to say something nice, but yeah, I don't get it. I did see these SpongeBob cards came out and they had Bobby Cannavale autos on there, which piqued my wife's interest very, very briefly. Until she found out it was a sticker auto, then no interest whatsoever.
No, learning.
Yep.
Curator, authenticity drives views, and your guys' reveals, good or bad, sweaty or not, are truly authentic. It tracks. Also, not much out there being dropped for baseball. Please keep the baseball content coming. Yes, we plan to, and we have some topics we're going to try to talk about in the off season as well. So thank you for that. Thanks for the kind words, Curator. We'll keep it real for sure.
Yeah. All right, well, Curator Cardboard, thank you. I tell you, Jeff, our viewers are just our own personal research department. I love it. So yeah, it was given to him sarcastically, which honestly, that makes sense.
Barbara. Wow. Yep. Excellent callback, Curator. Thank you. Will says, whenever I hear that talk on CNBC, which Mr. Wonderful made the rounds, I feel like we're nearing a market top. This isn't a stock. It doesn't have earnings. I don't want a piece of a card. I either own it or I don't. And we've seen at the height of the pandemic, Chris, I don't know if you remember, this was a little bit right before you got back in, maybe when they started to do some fractionalized cards. Yep. And there were several companies that tried that and they all fizzled out. So I don't know. Maybe more people are like Will's. People want that card. A lot of NFTs didn't really work out for the same reason, that card collectors like having that something in their hand.
Yeah, I just want to say I totally agree with. Hold on, Adaldus. There it is.
Facsimile autos are just SSPs too.
Okay.
Just-
Adalda says he paid good money for a triple Marvel auto of Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland. Yeah, that would be amazing. It would be a lot cooler, Jeff, than say this. This triple auto very much in parentheses. This stuff I don't get. I don't understand what it is.
No.
I don't understand why anyone would want this. This makes no sense to me. Now, a Hugh Jackman auto on a Wolverine card, yes. Totally get that. By the way, should have been nominated for an Oscar last year. I'll die on that hill. His performance is what made Deadpool Wolverine what it was, which you'll have to take my word for.
I like Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, okay, good. The Yankees collector. Yeah, that was his boxing nickname. Oops, sorry. Get that off the screen. Yeah, fair enough. That was Mo's boxing nickname, was Kid Gorgeous. He said there's some line. I'll try to find it during trivia. Make sure I can get the word.
Oh, Bazooka Tom's trying to rile us up. Scherzer has a good start. He thinks we should go after some Scherzer in the offseason.
That's huge for him to step up right now. The Blue Jays needed this, and he has been getting his ass handed to him, Jeff. So
Totally.
Good for him.
Yeah,
good for him for stepping up.
Only 3 hits off of him.
Great.
7, I'd buy into an NCIS Origin set pending the auto checklist. That would be great. And thanks to those of you who watched Origins, the season premiere was last night. And Chris, I don't know if you saw, but Tom Cruise stopped by the set.
I did see that.
Sadly, I wasn't shooting yesterday. I'm shooting tomorrow on the show, but I wish I had been there because Tom Cruise is one guy I've never met that I would like to meet.
I have to say, and I don't mean this as an insult in any way, but if they did make an NCIS Origin set, your auto would probably be the most common to pull. Yeah, you're on screen. Yeah, you're on screen. You've said words. You're recognizable, but you're not one of like the featured cast members who would charge a little bit more per auto.
Right. So they'd probably have me sign like 1,000, and then the main actor sign like 30.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we'd have to buy them all. We'd fill a binder up with those autos. But you better not sign a single damn sticker, Jeff. You better demand you sign those on cards.
I'll say I'll go to the factory. I'll find that cardboard.
Yes. You'll sign until your wrist gives out, but you're not signing a sticker. Okay. All right, hold on. There was something else. Someone else just wrote. This was that. Yeah.
I would buy a Tom Cruise Code Red.
Code Red. Oh, it's great movie. Great movie. BCJ. This is what I want. Yeah. There's no way the Hulk would ever print that neatly. So yeah, I mean,
his hands
just mashed. The card should just be crumpled. Okay,
I just want to highlight LKS. This is the absolute truth. I don't mean this is an insult. It's always followed by an insult.
Like a very aggressive personal attack. All right, I'm putting that.
This is me. I'd be the auto that Chris and I always pull out of Stadium Club.
Maybe Jeff, in a weird like, I can't. In some sort of alternate reality, Brock Burke is opening up boxes of NCIS Origins, and he pulls your auto twice.
And then the super.
Yeah, Vogelbach as well. Yeah, pulls a 1 of 1.
This is true. I'd like to think I'd put a lot of effort into that.
It would be a good looking auto for sure. Yeah. I'm not sure the main star is capable of writing his name.
You jinxed me, apparently, Chris. Well, Chris hasn't collected the cards yet, but
I have hoped. I hoped all season. I will continue to hope that at some point there'll be a plot line that Jeff's character is actually like a serial killer. I'm hoping that he'll be like some kind of like oh man, what was if M. Parsons, if you're still here, what was the killer's name in The Mentalist? Like something like that. Like it goes on like for 5 seasons. They're looking. It's like a B story.
Like Red Man or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. And it turns out to be you, like in the finale. That would be amazing.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I do have to say.
The answer to this is yes, isn't it, Jeff?
Yeah, yes. A baseball player in a movie or a sitcom. No, I did. Let's see. I'm trying to remember what I got to play a Yankee of all things, Chris. It was in a historical movie about this woman who struck out Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig. and I got to play a Yankee in there. So
Ah.
I don't even remember what it was called, Chris, but
Did you make
occasionally.
Did you make contact?
Yeah, I did. I had to hit and make
Oh.
contact, and it was kind of. I mean, it was the director was somebody that didn't know anything about baseball, so he just was out there, and he's like, "All right, we need you to hit a ground ball to right field." And I hadn't been swinging a lot, and I hadn't been hitting a baseball, but I actually managed to do it that time, believe it or not.
Nice.
But they didn't put it in. Just had me
Oh,
running
come on.
bases, sitting in the dugout. But it was cool. I got to wear a period authentic 1920s Yankees uniform.
Yep, comfortable in the sun, I'm sure. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Brewers Kill and Bars. Everyone else was saying Red John. Appreciate it. Jeff was
Yep.
right about the color. Okay.
HB cards, I'm not auditioning a lot. I'm very busy with the kids, but hopefully I'll be able to audition at some point soon again. So if you got a project for me, let me know.
Yeah. Oh, wait a second. Sorry, I meant to hit this one, Chrissy. Yeah, I believe it was Gone Girl. He was supposed to wear a Yankee hat, and he flat out refused. Hey, honestly, good for him. We got to have principles. We're nothing without our principles.
When you get to the point where he is in his career, he could afford to do that. If I'm getting that job, I'll wear whatever hat they tell me to wear.
By the way, that was a random movie quote. If anyone could guess it, I think he says we're nothing without our principles. You got to have our principles, and then he shoots himself. It's Ray Signs. Oh, all right. It's yes, M. Newbert, you're the man. Yes. Oh, what a great movie. Man, oh God, just nothing makes me want to eat a waffle. Yeah. Oh, there we go. I Tanya, I Bruges, whatever. All right. I put the link in there one more time. Let's just make sure everything is working. Yeah, we look good. All right, Jeff, are we ready? How's the voice?
Ready.
All right. Pulp Fiction. I mean, that's a fair guess when it comes to strange quotes. Yeah, a lot of postseason stuff in here, and a Naked Gun question. Which, Jeff, did you get it right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Come for the blab and stay for the movie spoiler.
Oh man, I wished. Yes. Oh, I would have loved to been in Spaceballs too.
Jeff can comb a desert like nobody else.
Man.
For sure.
We ain't found.
Yes. Oh, crazy cryptids. Yes. And then the apology afterwards. It's like, I'm sorry for calling you that. I love that character. That guy is a lunatic. Okay. All right. Let me get that off. Okay. All right. Give me a second, Jeff. Let me pull up the. Here we go. Wait, not that. I want this. Yeah. Too many links. My eyes are. There we go. Here we go. All right. Ooh, good crowd. All right. I'm going to start the countdown in 5 seconds. Here we go. 4, 3, 2.
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck, everybody. If you can't finish first, finish second.
We'll meet again in Blabbin' 2, the search for more money. What 1989 set is this Kirk Gibson card from? Donruss, Score, Fleer, or Upper Deck?
I really hope I changed the.
I was going to say, I thought I was in a parallel universe when I saw the answer.
I really hope I changed the correct answer on this one.
80% of you said Upper Deck. I'm sure you knew it from the designer on the side.
I didn't want to give it completely away.
Wow. 385s. Wow. In the 2003 ALCS, who threw the pitch that Aaron Boone hit for a walk-off home run? Pedro Martinez, Scott Williamson, Tim Wakefield, or Derek Lowe?
Thanks for adding the word hit for me there, Jeff. That's what I need you for.
I should have noticed that before. Yeah. I was trying to watch the Brewer game too.
That's all right. Okay. 67% knew it was Tim Wakefield.
Great job. Well done. Mookie.
Don't worry, Red Sox fans. It's going to get better with the next question.
Michigan Cards and Graphs right up there.
Of course. He hasn't said a word all night.
The 2004 ALCS, who got the win for the Red Sox in the climactic Game 7 at Yankee Stadium? Was it Derek Lowe, Kurt Schilling, Pedro Martinez, or Keith Folk?
But I wrote climactic like 6 times, Jeff. It didn't look right. It still doesn't look right.
It never looks right. Climactic. 45% went with Kurt Schilling, as did I. Derek Lowe is the correct answer. Mattingly Rules taking over ahead of
Ironically.
Seven Costanza. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was the 2024 NLCS MVP for the Dodgers? Was that Freddie Freeman, Max Muncy, Tommy Edman, or Will Smith? Who's going to be the 2025 NLCS MVP for the Dodgers?
50% of you remembered it was Tommy Edman.
That's pretty good. I'm impressed by that.
Yeah. Could have been Muncy, could have been Ohtani, but
Austin or Posey, 285, taking over the lead for who was the 2024 ALCS MVP for the Yankees? Was it Juan Soto, Giancarlo Stanton, Luke Weaver, or Garrett Cole? Another postseason hero, right?
Oh, yeah.
Big postseason guy. 56% of you went with Giancarlo. Excellent. Well,
I would argue it should have been Soto, but Stanton had 4 hits. They were all homers, and 2 of them were in really big moments. So I get it.
Yes, I agree. Buster Posey expanding the lead. Who is the Brewers' single-season home run leader? Is it Ryan Braun, Prince Fielder, Richie Sexson, or Christian Yelich?
I believe it's also the heaviest person in this list, Jeff. Yeah, 53% of you. 53%. Prince Fielder, 50 home runs, if I'm not mistaken, Jeff.
Made the big 5-0, yeah. Bustin or Posey, Jeremy D. and Shelley.
Oh, Shelley, back on the leaderboard.
Who's the Dodgers single-season home run leader? Is it Shohei Ohtani, Eric Karros, Duke Snyder, or Adrian Beltre?
Remember that season Beltre put up? Huge.
Did he get 48?
I think that's exactly right, Jeff. 80%.
80%.
Poor Eric Karros, Jeff, got no respect. No one selected
0%.
Eric Karros.
It's rare to get a 0% on there. So that's pretty impressive. Shelley moves into second. Who's the Blue Jays single season home run leader? Carlos Delgado, Joe Carter, Jose Bautista, or Jose Canseco? I got this one wrong.
I had to look it up. I thought it was Canseco. Canseco's personal high was with the Blue Jays, but he's not there. Yeah,
what
48.
Did
Yep, Jose Bautista is correct.
I went with Delgado. What did Canseco get with the Blue Jays?
48.
Oh my gosh. I would have never have guessed that.
Yeah, I'll save that one for next week. Oh, Shelley launches into the lead.
Wow. Who's the Mariners single season home run leader? Jay Buhner, Ken Griffey Jr., Alex Rodriguez, or Cal Raleigh? Don't answer too fast.
Yep.
All 68% of you went with Cal Raleigh.
The one person who said Jay Buhner, Jeff. I appreciate the love for Jay Buhner. Ooh.
Wow. Bustin or Posey's just rocking the socks off here. I answered too fast. Yeah, I hate that. In the Naked Gun, what team are the Angels playing? Is it the Rangers, the Mariners, the Yankees, or the Athletics?
I just try to picture Leslie Nielsen. Who's he feeling up?
He's feeling up a lot of guys.
He is feeling up a lot of guys.
Ooh, pretty spread across. Major League has the Yankees as a antagonist, but this was the Mariners.
Seattle Mariners. Just a divisional matchup for the
Johnstone leading off.
Hey, Johnstone.
Bustin or Posey, 656. Great score.
Must have gotten that last one wrong.
Number 2, Crazy Cryptids, 703, 700 Club. 700 Club. Jeremy D, 123, 715.
Wow, it's the first time winner. That's a username I don't recognize. Congratulations, Jeremy D and Crazy Cryptids. So, Jeremy D, which of those 2 cards would you like? You get first pick. The Wade Boggs SP with Reggie or the Clayton Kershaw Heritage variation?
I must kill the queen.
Please let us know. In Crazy Cryptids, you'll get the sloppy seconds.
Yep.
Congratulations, Jeremy.
Jeremy, congrats. What a score.
You got 10 out of 10, too.
Are you serious? Wow.
I mean, my eyes, I'm trying to focus on that, Jeff. That font's real small. And
I see the green goes all the way across, so that's got to be 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I missed the Derek Lowe one as well. I hear that. Peter kicked me out.
He started that game.
He started that game, huh?
He did.
5-1
Great.
Toronto.
Six great innings.
Jeremy's going to take the Wade Boggs. Great. Make sure you either send me or Chris your address on Instagram or my emails on the Blabin YouTube page.
Yeah, you can use Baseball Card Addict, My Favorite Cardboard, or Blabbing About Slabbing has an Instagram page.
Yep.
Lots of
Any
ways
of
to get in
those.
touch with us.
Any of those ways.
Crazy Cryptids, we got a cool Clayton Kershaw for you. That's a lot of C sounds. I wanted to go back. There's a comment here that made me laugh. We were talking about Spaceballs, and Mr. Ju Kim here said something really funny that I just wanted to pull up. There it is. Yeah, our combined enjoyment of Spaceballs.
I knew it. I'm surrounded by keep firing.
They're all, every single one of them.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's so dumb. And yet we laugh at it every time.
Louise giving us some shipping tips. Much appreciated. We try to ship only the best out of Blab and Trivia headquarters.
Absolutely. We have a dedicated shipping department.
Okay. Well, when we're done with this, I've got a little eBay rant I want to go on.
Oh, I want to hear it, Jeff. Then we can be done with this because I got some Instagram posts I want to talk about. Some really varied, cool stuff this week. So yeah, let's get. I want to hear your eBay rant. Congratulations again, Jeremy. Well done. 10 out of 10. I think you're the only person that got all 10 too. And it will be Naked Gun again next week. There'll be at least one Naked Gun question about the baseball scene.
Love it. Let's see if I can.
Doc's car. KKK. That ain't good. I don't do a good Krusty the Clown. I apologize. By the way, the answer was most Sislak says, or as ladies know me, like, hey, you there in the bushes. It's something like that. Jeff, as you were.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to.
While you're looking, I'm going to get into some Red Sox trivia here. Yes, Seven Costanza. He did indeed pitch the clinching game of all three series, and he was absolutely dealing in that game 7. It was unless you're a Yankee fan, it was pretty. It was fun to watch. Like he was feeling good.
All right, Chris. Can you see my screen?
I can indeed. Let me get this comment off, and there we go.
Okay.
Hold on. I just want to chuckle at this. You're lucky it's not, or these cards would just be thrown out my front door. It was maybe
bent in half. Bent in half.
With a stamp stuck right on the front. Yes, that's it. Crazy Cryptids. Hey, you behind the bushes. That's what it is. All right. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
All right. So this is an annoyance to me. Everybody would be wondering, these guys keep saying they're sending things out. Has anyone got anything? No.
We've done trivia for 47 weeks in a row. Is anyone getting a prize?
It's a scam. It's a scam. All of a sudden we see them all show up at on a COMC account or
right. Yeah, or they're all
PC
on
Sports on consignment.
Consignment, yeah.
All right. So this is in fact the Keston Hero you sent me the other day.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So this is just my annoyance. You get an email that says the item got away. Okay, so when you bid on an item and you don't get it, sometimes even if you're watching an item, mostly if you bid on it, the item got away. But good news, there's more. So they give you the option. They say see similar items, right? Yep. Okay, but what I want to see when I click on this is I want to know how much it's sold for.
Yeah.
So they keep trying to get you similar items, and if you didn't see that one, they've got you a link right here, right next to it.
Yep.
And then I'm like, all right, well, I just want to know how much this one went for. So I just click on this. And not only does that, let me see. Come on. All right. Well, now my link's not.
Uh-oh.
Might be showing up in another window.
Uh-oh.
All right. Well, this is made even worse.
It's okay, buddy. It happens to a lot of guys. You'll get there. You'll get there.
So when I click on that, it just brings me to even more items. So the only way to, I don't know why none of these links are working anymore. All right. The only way to get on to see how much this sold for is to click on see bid history. So the first 3 links do not get you there. Yes. Only this small one that says see bid history.
Yeah, I run into this too, Jeff. When we try to show like eBay auction, like eBay auction results that we want to talk about. I'll click on them, and it's impossible to get to it from the site. You have to. The easiest way I've found to get around this is I have to go to the seller's page, look at what they have for sale, then go click finished auctions, and then you can get to it from there. So I have to go like a circle back around,
Yeah,
get it from behind, if you will.
It's so frustrating because you just so Carlisle says see bid history. So anyway, they try to the moral of the story is don't click on all the links, just go to the bottom and find.
Another moral of the story is, how did you not win this card? Who wanted this Keston Hira 2020 Stadium Club Chrome or 2020 Stadium Club Orange Refractor, which they spent more to grade than they got here?
Yeah, so they paid the $3 for it.
$3.
I bid $2. And there were 3 other bidders above me.
Wow. Hira's got an extended family. I'll say that for him.
Yeah. So, but luckily I can click on all the similar items and see them there.
Oh, hello, Destined for Caitness. Thanks for joining us. I think all the way from London, England. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, a lot of eBay's functionality has been down. Like my safe searches on the app have been absolutely, it's not working. Straight up not working for at least 2 or 3 weeks. I get no results from any of those things, and that is extremely frustrating, especially when you are as OCD and insane as me, and you check your eBay app as often as I do. Nothing ever shows up, so I have to go through and individually click on each one to see what's popping up. And I just don't have that kind of time, Jeff.
No, that's a lot. That's a lot. And when
I'm sure I'm missing cool stuff.
I just have to say, I see that Luis is commenting here that we've gotten him obsessed with Stadium Club. He just types in Stadium Club Dodgers and spends hours on eBay buying cards I didn't know I wanted. Great. Since you mentioned that, please help support the channel by using this particular eBay link. Whenever you buy those Dodgers cards on there, please click on there, because Chris and I get a percentage of the sale because they think we sent you to their card.
That's right. And that every one of those little percentages adds up to eventually a nice bottle of Maker's Mark for me and some Midwest beer for Jeff.
Yeah. So thank you for all those of you guys who continue to do that. If you ever need that link, it's also in the description below. It's on our Instagram pages. It's in all our videos. So just click that link, and anything you buy, once you click the link, within 24 hours of clicking that link, anything you buy on eBay will get that.
And I just want to point out, to the battery, I laughed. I chuckled at this. You've all overbid. The retail price was.
It's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yes, this is very frustrating too. You try to narrow down the search with extra words and it gives you even more results. You're like, no, this is working backwards. I'm trying to narrow down the search, and
Curator asks, how often? I got to be honest, right now, I just checked this. I was watching a card earlier today. My eBay saved, my watch list is currently at 602 items. So I don't know if they've
they expanded it then, huh?
I think they've removed the cap.
I know it was 500 at one point.
Yeah, or maybe they're just so like they acknowledge my mental illness, and they're just like, well, this guy, there's nothing we can, like, the more he looks at, the better it's going to be. So they stop stopping me. I don't know.
Right.
But yeah, the save searches curator, I have to go back and delete old ones. And I've often found, actually, like, I have some in there from years ago, and I can word them better than they were. So I do frequently go back and sort of reword things. And then I have 3 pinned at the top that will always be up top. It's 1,000 now. Of course, SFO Sox fan would know. I mean, God, I can't imagine. His fingertips.
Curator of cardboard. Please, guys, I hope you're using our eBay when you're buying those cards. Please use that eBay link. It's a great way.
Some of you guys, I assume some of you guys have no fingerprints whatsoever, with the amount of like tapping that must go on your phones. It's a bunch of John Does here from 7. Yeah. Oh, Emophobic just hit it for the first time. I feel like it's a badge of honor the first time you go to add something to your watch list, or you type in a save search or type in a search and ask to save it. And it's like, hey man, like this is a lot.
Slow down. We're trying to help you. It's an intervention.
Yeah. If you're not even close to 1,000, buddy, I don't know, man. You can do better. You can do better. Oh wow, Andrew Applebaum says he's always hovering around 1,000 items. That's impressive, my friend. That is impressive. I frequently have to go in and delete some of the ended ones because that's where most of the damage is that I've given up on. Okay, all right. Let's do this.
Searches. That's a little much. Wow.
Who has to? I'll be honest, guys. We were late today, not because of the game, but because I was indisposed in the restroom, and even in those conditions, I wasn't getting through 1,000 save searches. I was scrolling.
1,000. I mean, your legs would be falling asleep.
Oh, for sure. I'm like Roger Murtaugh in Lethal Weapon 2. I'd call you, Jeff, to help get me off the toilet.
Can you imagine? He said he was too old for this shit, and he was like, what, 42 when he played that role?
Yeah, he was younger than us. And by the way, he is in the fourth one, which is great, by the way. Very watchable, really fun. He is in fantastic shape.
Yes.
And probably still maybe 52? There are a couple scenes where he's running and you're like, ooh.
Yeah, he's just running. Yeah, I don't feel so bad when I see him run. It's like
maybe a Brit. He's not running a mile a day like my friend Jeff here has.
Oh yeah, I'll be glad when this year is done. That mile a day is getting a little old.
I cannot imagine what your shins feel like at this point, Jeff.
Oh man, and then yesterday was leg day too, Chris. So today's run, I was like Stanton out there running. Mookie Chilson, if it makes you feel any better, I used your affiliate link to win my new Tatis Gold Minted Stadium Club for $111.50. What a deal you got on that one!
Hey, we'll take that $1.08 back. We'll take it.
That's right. And that total, let me check that out, Chris. I think that brings our net on that one up to $94.87 instead of $93.
All right. Well, so the minus is still over $300. So Curator, this is actually really interesting. I'm glad you mentioned this. It is when the bottom of your save searches, you will frequently find some stuff, and you're like, why was I searching for this?
Yeah.
And that's when you feel your growth as a collector, for better or for worse.
And even the ones that ended, when you're cleaning out your ended auctions, you're like, why was I watching that?
Yeah.
Predator 2 call out.
Wow.
Have you seen the commercials for the new Predator, Chris?
The animated one?
No, it's like Predator. They're on a Predator planet.
So I did see Predator Prey, which is the one with the Native Americans. It's like a Native American woman and her dog, and that one is fantastic.
I heard it was really good.
That. Yeah, that was great.
This is Predator Badlands.
Oh yes, with the girl who's like clairvoyant. I don't know why I'm touching my head. She has like psychic powers or something. I mean, listen, I'm an idiot. I'll watch the movie.
Yeah, it's like a whole planet of Predator type creatures. Welcome, Teapot. Thanks for joining us. I'll be soon to be joining you in your Cancun sorrows from your team exiting the playoffs.
Yeah, we're all getting there. A Vladdy bomb we're hearing. I like that.
Predator Tron crossover.
By the way, there is an amazing meme going around that's like, it's like no one has more ill-advised faith in anyone than studios do in Jared Leto.
Yeah, it says find someone who believes in you the way the studios believe in Jared Leto, and it's true.
It doesn't make any sense.
Poor guy.
Wait, so I want to get back here. Raymond Carballo says he believes Lethal Weapon 5 is coming out soon. I have heard nothing about this, and I feel like I would have.
Shane Black?
Yeah, give me a source on this, Raymond. And if Shane Black is coming back, I'm getting real excited. But I need more information, Raymond. So please give me a link. Give me some kind of something to believe in here.
Let me. I'll show you this, Chris.
It's crazy to say this. I will
more than 25 years. A new update on the film might mean that it isn't coming anytime soon, if ever.
25 years. Man. The fact that we haven't gotten a Lethal Weapon 5 in 25 years just shows as a society we've wasted 2 decades and a half, Jeff.
Well, his plan is to go back to get into the Passion of the Christ sequel. So that's taken a priority.
Actually, if I may quote The Rock, Jeff.
Okay.
Gosh. kind of a lot's happened since then.
That's true. That's true.
Mel Gibson is not the lovable on-screen psychopath that we all, used to enjoy. Now he's a real-life psychopath that none
That's
of
why
us
he's going back to the well, the resurrection of the Christ, which will feature Jim Caviezel, signature role of Jesus.
Yeah, I honestly, if I want more Lethal Weapons, I'll watch the ones from It's Always Sunny, which are absolutely
only
fantastic.
one part of the story. All right, I got it. Enough of this.
Yeah, that's enough Mel Gibson talk.
Got me tentatively excited about a potential Lethal Weapon 5, but I don't.
Okay, David O, I really liked Lethal Weapon 2. It has one of the best openings of any movie. Like, it just picks you right up with it. And he's going crazy in the car. I love that movie. We've all said like diplomatic community at some point in our lives. Like, that movie is really
stilts.
Fun. Yeah, The House on Stilts. Yeah, that movie is great.
Yeah, we should have a marathon.
We should, because 3 stinks, but 4 is really entertaining.
I was trying to remember what 3 even is.
Exactly. So 3, there is one actor, Jeff, who was in both Lethal Weapon 3 and The Rock. And someone tell me who that is, and I'll give you another movie. He's also in Hot Fuzz, Lethal Weapon 3, The Rock, Hot Fuzz. What a trifecta. That's range for you, Jeff.
M. Parsons going to hate this, but I don't know Hot Fuzz enough to think
That's
about.
okay. I bet she comes up with it first. All right, hold. Yes. All right, Will's put that up before I said it. SFO, yeah. Oh my God, the Joe Pesci. I mean, fantastic.
Oh, the drive-through when he goes on the rant about the drive-through.
I believe that's 3.
Is that 3?
I don't know. You're right. That is it's 2. It's 2. They F you at the drive-through. Yeah, 3 is like, I forget what 3 is, but
yeah, I do too. Yeah. But now we got to hear who this is. But D3C stuff to send for trivia. Awesome. That is awesome. Love trivia prizes. Please send it. Find me or Chris on Instagram. We'll shoot you the address.
Yeah, please. Oh, by the way, I love the 2 people, SFO and Crazy Cryptids, with this. The way that South African actor says it is fantastic. Yeah, it's a Christmas movie.
Yep. The son get involved with drugs in 3.
Yes. Well, sort of. Like the son's friend was involved in drugs.
Oh, 3's the Rene Russo.
Yeah, well, they introduced Rene Russo. Yep.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm Leo Getz. Anything you want, Leo Getz.
Yeah. Oh, in 2, it's great. It wears a little thin by 4, but in 2, it's so good. National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon 1 was so bad. And yet I want to say I saw it like 9 years ago, Jeff, and I still laughed. Yes, Japanese Hercules. Yes. No. Yeah, the echo, and then they're at the hockey game.
I do still have the Panini presses. They haven't been used in a long time, but that sounds like a good reason to get them out.
This is great. I mean, I haven't, honestly. I haven't really. The last time I saw Danny Glover was Shooter, I think, with Mark Wahlberg.
In 2 years, it will be 40 years since he said he was too old for this shit. So I can imagine he's... Yeah, Shooter was also...
All right, quality guess. It was The Rock.
Timothy Dalton. He wasn't in The Rock, was he?
No. The Rock and M. Parsons, you know that. That's an embarrassing guess. The Rock, Hot Fuzz, Lethal Weapon 3. And he might not be credited in any of those movies, so that's going to make it even tougher. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love this trivia.
Not credited.
Definitely not credited for The Rock, and I think not credited for Hot Fuzz. As far as Lethal Weapon 3 goes, I'm not sure.
I've not seen One Battle After Another. I hear it's really good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to know as little about it as possible.
Yeah, we definitely want to see that. We haven't. Simon Pegg, excellent guess. I like that guy, but he is not.
He would have been pretty young.
And he is aggressively credited in Hot Fuzz as the main star.
All right, this is interesting. Ride K-Can. No further questions.
Oh, I have several questions. Yeah,
it can't be asked on here.
That's a hell of a thing to just drop into a chat without any follow-up comments.
No context.
Met like the verbiage is interesting. So well, who was in the hot tub first?
Were they needing to go in the hot tub, or was it a meet cute in the hot tub?
Doc's cards. It is not Nick Frost.
No, so it can't be any big
Nope.
name. The priest guy?
Is it the priest guy? No, it's not. Not the priest. Not the priest. But he does get shot in that scene, but I don't think it's the priest guy. I often happen upon people whilst in hot tubs. Now, Jeff, I really have to question the meaning of the word happen in this phrase.
It just happened. Yeah.
I don't know what that is code for. I don't know if that's a euphemism for something, but we'll just leave it right there. Yeah, I wish I met some fun people in hot tubs, but sadly, destined for gayness, I have not.
Stuart Wilson? I don't even know who
that is. It. That is correct. Stuart Wilson. He plays the Admiral in The Rock, who's one of the people in the
room.
In the room. In Hot Fuzz, he is, I don't know who he is in the town, but he has like a beret, he gets shot in the foot. And in the what was it? Lethal Weapon 3, he is Jack Travers. He's the villain. But he's like a British actor. The Doctor. He's the Doctor. There it is. But yeah, congrats. A. Plummerman and also Andrew Aurora. Well done. I'm very impressed. He was also the bag. I should have thrown this out too. He was also in No Escape. That island movie with Ray Liotta, where the prison is just this island.
I'm looking at that on his filmography. Yeah. He was also in The Mask of Zorro. He's got quite a range. He
does, but you see a lot of stuff. He might say uncredited in The Rock. He's definitely not in there. Oh, David. Oh, yeah. Ha! You're a doctor. Deal with it. Oh, look at this. Professor's Dugout knows his Hot Fuzz. I like this.
Cardaholic, enjoy your dinner. Thanks for joining us.
Have a nice weekend.
Merrick, he even knows his name from No Escape.
Merrick, that's right. All right, guys, who played Merrick's Merrick's dad? The leader of the other faction, who was like theoretically the good prisoner, the good life prisoner. Yeah, that guy's been in a ton of stuff, but who played the other side?
Yeah, did he ever play a Yankee in a baseball movie?
I mean, probably. He's got a hell of a filmography, Jeff, if you scroll through it.
M. Parsons, I did see Hot Fuzz. I just don't remember it.
Yeah, that's not the answer you want to get.
Lance Henriksen?
Yes! Lance Henriksen is correct. David O is on top of this. And show me a sci-fi movie that Lance Henriksen doesn't pop up in. It's weird when he plays a human. It's almost off-putting. Oh, Professor's Dugout digging the Edgar Wright, Simon Pegg, Nick Frost trilogy. Yes. All right. Okay. On the heels of this quote from The Rock, Jeff, let's get into a couple of Instagram posts that I thought were pretty cool this week.
Yeah, it's getting late.
Yeah, because we could sit here and talk about movies forever. Random quotes, random actors, etc. Well, Doc's cards. I'm not going to get involved in this, but I'll let M. Parsons hurl obscenities at you in the comments. All right. First up, I want to talk about Thick Boy Sports, which is a name that maybe doesn't get enough credit from us. It's great.
Boy,
he's been posting some red refractors of late, Jeff, and this is Garrett Crochet's rookie red refractor. It's trapped in this SGC slab. It reminds me of the Superman villains, the three who are stuck in that glass prison.
Yeah.
That's what I see when I look at this. But this Garrett Crochet is red. The centering is terrible because it's 2021 Topps Chrome, and they didn't give a shit. Yep. But this card is awesome. Numbered out of 5. Excuse me. Wait, Vlad homered again? Don't you? Yeah, M. Parsons has moderator skills. Don't upset her.
We should start selling some Vlads, maybe.
You think, Jeff? I don't know. All right, I'm just seeing the one bomb, unless he's about to homer right now, and I don't think he's coming up again. All right. Well, anyway. All right, let's get back to interacting here. Yeah, Thick Boy has been on a roll with Crochet. He posted a couple other reds, but this is obviously the best one. And it's just like, it's one of those cards, Jeff. I want to ask you and other people, what do you think about this slab? So it's an SGC 8, and obviously the top bottom centering is miserable, as it is for a lot of 2021 tops and Topps Chrome. What would give this the most value? A one touch, an authentic, a one touch, or maybe a PSA authentic slab, or a PSA 8? Assuming this would just cross straight over to an 8, where would you want to keep this card?
One touch.
In a one touch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely one touch. I don't know about just an authentic slab for a modern card. I think people would think there must be something really wrong with it. Could have a gouge out of the back.
True. I will say if this were an auto, maybe an authentic with an auto 10 grade, that might give it a bump over a one touch. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I could see if it had an auto. I'm there with that.
All right. Ha! Emophobic. We just sold at 40% comps on all our
Yeah,
vlads.
sorry, missed out.
I really enjoyed Paul the Alien as well. Hold on, let me get that. All right, some other Shaun of the Dead's the best of the group. Hot Fuzz is a great send up. See, I like Hot Fuzz better than Shaun of the Dead. I know Shaun of the Dead has so many really just like layers to it, and it's a really smart comedy. But Hot Fuzz is just, I don't know. It speaks to the 90s action fan in me. All those references are great. And I really enjoyed also this.
Glad about slabbing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that we sold his cards. Yeah, curator. I mean, I guess you're right. One touch would give buyers. So yeah, you'd probably sell it more. I don't think anybody would look at that centering and think they could get a 10. But even if it's just keeping for you, what would you rather have it in? Curator. I would rather have in the one touch.
Yeah, I can see that. I have a Freeman red and a one touch that I know wouldn't grade well, and it looks really great in there.
Crazy Cryptid's pet peeve is when they take a pick on a listing in a one touch and it arrives in a card saver. Now, I've heard repeatedly not to ship in one touches. There's just too much possibility for movement. I don't send them in a card saver either, but I would put them in a top loader.
What was I going to say? Yeah, one thing I actually really like is a one touch with a penny sleeve on top of the card. So it's not in the penny sleeve, but the penny sleeve is there to keep it from rattling around. I got a card like that recently, and I thought that was a nice touch.
Yes, if it's tight enough, for sure.
But anyway, Thick Boy, congrats on this Garrett Crochet. If you're a Red Sox fan, this dude, this guy is, they need a number 2 behind him, but man, your franchise is in very good hands with this gentleman moving forward, I think. And yeah, destined for Cadence. I chuckled at this. And yeah, Battery, it would look better in a Braves uniform, but what would the Braves have had to give up to get him? You know, I mean, would Waldrop and Kelnick maybe? Empty cough. All right. Very cool card, Thick Boy. All right. What do I have next here? Oh, yeah, here we go. Oh, Crazy Cryptids. If you're still here, I actually have your, you posted a card this week I really, really liked. This Sandy Koufax card is awesome. I'd never seen it before, Jeff.
It almost looks like a painting to me.
Yeah. Right. And the top buttoning is pretty much on right on brand for Sandy Koufax. Gotta be so hot in that jersey.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to just mention is we have talked frequently, and it's crazy to say this on this channel, and I think even on Spitball, about the font of 2019 Stadium Club and how, for whatever reason, that font is like, it's powerful. It stands out, and it gets referenced a lot in posts, and it gets referenced in this post as well. And he even says it's the Cinzel decorative bold font.
Oh, wow.
So I never knew the name of it before. So we're going to have to remember that, Jeff.
Cinzel?
Cinzel. Not Nick Senzel. Cinzel with a C. It's Cinzel. Yeah. And yes, destined for Cadence. Yeah, this does have a bit of an AI feel to it. I'm not sure what filter Topps used or the photographer used.
And it might have even been black and white and recolored.
Yes. And thank you for not pausing awkwardly this time when you talked about that. We can all learn here on the show.
I said at this time.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, this card is really, I like this card. It's usually close-ups aren't something we enjoy, but you don't see a lot of Koufax. And here he is, like, I mean, he's ready to go. I like to think this is pregame. Mm-hmm. He's just deciding how many twins he's going to strike out in that 65 World Series.
Yep, ready for battle.
Oh yeah. What is it? Okay. All right. So very, very cool card. Here's a Stadium Club card. And this is a bit of a cheat, I admit, because I also have a copy of this. But this is a David Wright Stadium Club auto from 2021. It's the 91 variation. So there's only 25 of these. And if you look on his right, let me turn. Yeah. His right shoulder, it's a World Series patch there.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
So this card is awesome. It popped up for sale, and Clean Cards messaged me, and he was like, "What do you think?" And he found the guy off of eBay, so good for him. And yeah, I love this card. I could talk about David Wright for a long time. I'll try not to. Jeff, I know you like him as well, right?
Yeah, and I love the throwback design on the bottom too.
Yeah. This card has it checks a lot of boxes. So congrats, Clean Cards. Very, very cool. And I believe, if I'm reading his post correctly, and we're a lot of Maker's Mark in here, buddy, so I'm doing my best. But this is a right after he homered in his first World Series plate appearance at Citi Field, no less. So
He looks pretty happy.
yeah, Curator Cardboard, I totally get this. The exception I feel like is stuff like this, where it's a photo from when obviously their playing days that wasn't featured at the time, you know. So I generally do agree with you that I'm not really
That's
interested
why I
in
put that
that.
up. I generally agree too, but I think there are exceptions.
Yeah, I think Topps is better at choosing images now maybe than they were then. But this is just, I love this card. This is really, really cool. And congrats on Clean Cards for picking one up. It's weird. He's also a big Braves fan, as am I. And we each own a copy of this David Wright Mets card. And we both love it. So baseball card collecting is a weird thing, Jeff.
Yeah, very weird.
Yeah. All right. I want to talk about this guy's account for a minute. This card comes from Ginter Gold Fever. If you guys aren't following him on IG, you're doing IG wrong. Give him a follow. He puts up a great reel every Sunday of all the best Ginter cards that have shown up every week. And Ginter is due out, I think, in the next 4 or 5 weeks. So his account's going to get real busy. But this is a Terry Francona auto.
Look how young he looks.
I mean, he looked even younger before he took that Red Sox job, Jeff.
That's true.
But yeah, this is awesome. If you're a Red Sox fan, this is the guy that broke the curse. He stepped in after Grady Little, let's face it, couldn't handle the pressure. Terry Francona could. He kept that clubhouse on a nice even keel. And yeah, this card is, I don't know how many autos Terry Francona has or how many autos in a Red Sox jersey he even has, but this is fantastic. And I love his background. He does a really good job with his posts.
Really good job. And Ginter is a very artistic set. And you can tell.
I would say awe and R as well. I think it's both. It's both R and autistic. It clicks a lot of boxes for sure. Did they delay it, M. Newbert? I don't know. I'm not sure. But there's so many little avenues in Ginter to collect. And a reminder, this gentleman is looking for the 2006 Bazooka back Austin. No, not Austin. Vernon Wells Blue Jays card. If you guys, anyone watching this might happen to have it, please contact us immediately because we have to see it go into a page. But yeah, great account to follow. So please shoot him a follow if you don't already. Okay, hold on. Where's frame? Didn't they delay? Toronto's up 8-2. Man.
Sounds like this is going to be a long series.
Yeah, man. It's just, that's great. I want more baseball, Jeff. I hate that. I don't want 2 short series and then that layoff. Like, what am I going to do with myself with no baseball?
I know. I was hoping for 2 long series. We still may get it, but at least one is necessary.
Get it. At this point, you guys are just whatever. There is like, again, as a Braves fan, and I've watched my team lose so many series, Jeff. Tomorrow, what's cool is you're going to watch your team play as if a gun is to their head for 27 outs. And there's something really, I don't know, entertaining about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope that the way that they interpret that is just letting everything go, because it seems like they've been playing so tight, and I don't know.
I wouldn't even interpret it as tight. I think they're just getting, I hate to say it, I'm sorry to say it, I think they're just getting beat. Like,
yeah, I mean, they're overmatched for sure. They're overmatched, but they've had some poor at bats, especially against the non-starters.
But they haven't had enough at bats against those guys.
Right. Yeah.
But still, the worst play of the whole series was Teoscar Hernandez's base running, which to his credit he owned up to. So at least there's
Oh,
that.
did he? I didn't.
Sal Frelick to who's your Ortiz? What's his first name?
Joey.
Frelick to Joey Ortiz, a bullet to the plate. I really wonder how many times, like how many players would fail to beat that 90 feet. Like you just have to put the ball in Frelick's hand in center field on the track, and you're standing at third base and you run that relay as a force play. How many times do they actually beat the runner to home plate? That's insane. It's like 400 feet.
It's 400 feet, but he went back. That was part of the problem.
But still, though, like he's running, he probably started to run right when Frelick had physically actually had the ball, right?
Maybe, or it seemed like from the angle I saw, it seemed like the ball was almost coming in because he had to go back.
Well, he went back when the ball popped out of his glove.
He didn't have to go back, but he did go back.
Not have to go back, but he did. Yeah, I mean, that was an amazing relay. I don't think a lot of teams actually get that force play. I know he screwed up, but I bet a lot of teams it's still a run. That's crazy. The home team.
Contreras had a nice stretch and a nice run to third.
Yeah.
Double play.
Well, Crazy Cryptids, no, Teoscar admitted it was on him. The third base coach was telling him go, and he went back of his own accord. He did an interview on the MLB Network, and he said it was his mistake. But he's like, I know the rule, and it just in the moment, like his brain just blew up. His brain just froze. Yeah. Oh, congratulations, SD Pliskin. This is a very cool card.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Yeah.
By the way, random fact: the number 1 graded card in all of sports cards, Jeff, is the 89 Upper Deck Griffey. The number 2 graded card in all of sports cards is the 89 Topps Update Griffey.
That cannot be true. That's still the number. Oh,
I learned that
after all those Gavin Lux got.
I learned that from a Jeff Wilson trivia. Okay, we got a couple more. I know we're at 2 hours, Jeff, and I know the clock is ticking here. So this was a post from
so many
slabs.
Yeah.
Give me a second here. I feel like he posted this to troll me personally. I only have one of these cards, and this guy's got 3, including 2 PSA 10s. I was very jealous. These look incredible together. They really do.
Yeah, and I know somebody was commenting why the labels are in different spots.
Yeah, that definitely hit me. I was like, oh wow, why? Yeah.
That's PSA for you.
People complain about the PSA upcharge, but I think this is a bigger issue.
Having some continuity with their.
Yeah. But this is our good buddy Brandon here of TSO Many Slabs, and this is very, very cool. And I need to make a deal with him. And when the first Freeman auto comes out of updates, it's mine before him.
Oh, good luck with that.
Yeah, Destined for Cadeness, that's what we're talking about. It's brutal. It's hard to look at this. It just seems weird. It seems like there would be a plan. The LAD on the left is like the bottom would be to the right. So I feel like the 2 that are slabbed the way they are correct, and the 1 in the middle is wrong.
I kind of preferred the other way.
Really? Well,
Yeah, so you'd prefer it on the left the way it is.
Yes. Yeah, because the way that on the left of the 2025s, there's LAD for the Dodgers, and it's angled this way. So that is in line with the slab. Whereas the middle one, there's nothing lined up with how the slab is orientated. That makes sense. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess I see with the design. I don't know. I like all the horizontal cards.
Yeah.
I prefer it the other way, or prefer it to be at least consistent.
Crazy Cryptids. I chuckled at that. All right, let's move a little quicker here. We talked last week about Tom Selleck, I think briefly, and as if on cue, the Kid posted this very cool 1992 Upper Deck Tom Selleck card, taking some ground balls. This was on the film set with Frank Thomas.
That's Frank Thomas there?
Yeah. Wearing a Yankees jersey.
Selleck is a pretty big guy because we know how huge Frank Thomas is, and he's not small next to him.
He's behind him. I think I think they may have pushed Frank Thomas back a little bit. But yeah, this is just it's a cool card. Tom Selleck was a huge star. You can't explain it now, Jeff. You cannot explain to anyone young or existing now that Tom Selleck was really. You can't show them an episode of Magnum PI and be like, this was good at one point.
He was, a TV star.
Yes.
An absolute star.
Yes. Oh, as M. Parsons says, Frank Thomas probably trying to sell him some Nugenics, right?
Like in about 20 years, maybe
like,
30.
He's like, she'll love it too.
Yeah.
Dude, Quickly Down Under is a movie. When my dad is in the absolute throes of dementia and doesn't know who I am, he will request that I put Quickly Down Under on VHS onto his TV.
Yeah, that's what I thought. SP Saints. He's pretty big.
Wow.
Pretty big guy, 6'4".
I gotta say, we've been going for 2 hours, 5 minutes, and 23 seconds, Jeff. SP Saints hasn't said a word. Not a word for 2 hours, 5 minutes, and 21 seconds. And at 22 seconds, he types in Tom Selleck's exact height.
He's just been waiting all show to.
I think he had it typed, and he was just waiting to hit enter. From the beginning.
I know they're going to talk about Selleck.
Yeah, here it comes. But thank you very much. That is a hilarious and very interesting fact. All right, we're going to fly through these. Again, I didn't realize how late we're getting. So Mellow Cards here posted this very cool. When the 2025 design came out, Jeff, I think I was like, I'm excited for the black parallels because of how the borders are going to look. But the clears look incredible.
Clears look great. That looks really cool. Well, a nice picture on this too. Who did it? Mellow Cards? Yeah.
Mellow Cards. Yeah. Oh, Linda's first. Yes, a little Lord of the Rings style camera work there to make him look as big as Frank Thomas. But yeah, I like these 2025 clears. They think these look really cool.
Yeah, great shot.
All right, Maddie C Collection is an Instagram account that generally posts a lot of high-end like Mickey Mantle stuff. That makes us sort of drool, but also we're like, wow, we can't compete with that. But he posted 2 cards this week, Jeff, that I think you are going to be very appreciative of.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah. Man, look at the centering on there. Yeah, I enjoyed reading his write-up about it too, and how his hunt for these. And I got to say, it does kind of make me want to find Tiffany Mattingly, because it was one of my favorite cards growing up. Absolutely.
It's a really cool image. And this is the year. So this photo happened to be the year that he won the batting title. And you just know he just pissed on a line drive into right field somewhere and is dropping the bat and jogging to first base or running hard to first base.
Yeah. And there's something weird about how it's like almost black and white, except the little colors in the stands and then the little bit of grass in the foreground and dirt. Otherwise, it's a black and white picture on a color card.
Yeah, and the Tiffany is always off-centered, and this one isn't. So yeah, I think this might be a really cool sort of vintage search for you.
Yeah, I agree.
And if you want to find an 86 Tiffany set that's sealed, we could split that, and we could divide up the big name cards. I would love to go through one of those.
Ooh, that would be fun.
That'd be really fun. Hold on. Fishiest Fish says he decided to send his pristine finish frame patch auto for grading. Listen. A combination of a Freddie Freeman auto and a Lord of the Rings quote. I mean, good luck to you, my friend. I wish you the gemmest of all gems. Okay. Yeah. Jeff, any thoughts on this?
He's not tall.
He's not tall.
He's no Jack Reacher. Well, he is a Jack Reacher.
Yeah, sadly. First movie was good. Okay. All right, Jeff, I got one more, and then wait a second. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Cardboard Hunks posted some very cool heritage autos this week. He said happy 80th birthday to Jim Palmer, and these are 3 heritage duels and a triple with all Jim Palmer autos. That's just incredible stuff.
Jim Palmer also in Naked Gun as an announcer.
Yes, he is. Who's up? Mel Allen is with him. Is that the guy?
And then they pan up there, and there's like 8. Yeah. That should be a question. Some of the announcers in there, but Jim Palmer, famous for his underwear and his Cy Young Awards.
Yep. Yep. So he's got a Stadium Club card, by the way. I forget who it was that said they've been going down a Stadium Club Dodgers rabbit hole. There's a Stadium Club Jim Palmer shirtless card that he has signed, and it's spectacular. It's just absolutely amazing. But these duels are great. We got Brooks Robinson, Manny Machado. A couple of Brooks Robinsons actually, but I can't see anymore. But very, very cool. And yes, Emophobic Dr. George Brothers is one of the announcers when they go through that panel.
That's right.
Yeah. I did want to go back, and Jeff, I'm sorry. No, I'm going
the curator says there's something that can draw him in, and that's it. The
Jack Reacher 2 is completely unwatchable. It's so bad. It's just like it's made with like a student movie budget. It's so disappointing. Because one is, despite Tom Cruise being a foot shorter than Jack Reacher, the first movie is very watchable. It's good.
Yes, the first one works, and I think especially if people didn't read it and weren't expecting to see a man the size of the Jack Reacher described in the book, it's very watchable.
Yeah, there's some great stuff, including an excellent performance by that documentarian whose name I'm struggling with right now. M. Parsons, if you're with me, the guy, he does that voice spot on Rick and Morty about it's funny to say they were big. It's funny to say they were small. Why can't I think of his name?
Errol Morris?
No, it's all right. Someone else will tell me.
A. Plummerman. Chris is very familiar with the Score Dream Team cards.
Thank you.
Werner Herzog.
Yes, Werner Herzog. Yeah. Close enough. Yeah. Yes. Oh my God. He is so good as the Zek in that movie. All right. So we have come to it at last. Jeff, this is our Instagram post of the week. So I'm going to stop sharing this.
Ooh.
We're going to.
Slapping Instagram post of the week.
I mean, that is just, if that doesn't get the blood rolling, nothing will.
What do we have? Oh, yeah.
So this comes from BH22 cards. Look at these Heritage Golds. Look at these Acuna cards. Oh, man, I tell you, body temperature is high.
All golds, all out of 5.
Yeah, the real Heritage Golds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Incredible stuff. I'm still stewing over blowing that 2024, that All-Star one, the bottom right, that was available. One popped up on eBay for like $150. And I was like, I don't need it. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
It's such a great, that design, that 75 design is so good.
So he's going for a run and he's missing 2. So if anybody has the 2019?
Yeah, I think 19 and 20. Yeah. Yeah, the Gold Cup one. There's one on eBay for like $15,000, which that guy has to still think it's like mid 2023. I don't know. But yeah, these are really, really nice. Oh, well, there we go. She's been waiting all night. She's been waiting all night to say that. Yeah, Teapot. These are just spectacular cards. Man. Yeah.
Well done, BH.
Yeah. Good job. BH 22 cards. These are phenomenal. And yeah, I hope you complete the run. Good luck to you. Ooh, SP Saints, excellent question. I don't know. I would say they will forever be ahead of Tatis. But in terms of pure counting numbers, he's not going to be able to compete with Vladdy. He's going to have to survive on like hype and like fandom, like individual season success.
Big seasons. Yeah.
Yeah. He's got 2023. I don't think there's a player, Jeff, who more needs a big 2026 than Acuna does for his hobby.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. We've since he's gotten to the league, we've said we want to see him do it 2 years in a row, and he's not been able to do it.
Not been able to do it. So yeah, I will be pulling for him. I love the kid. I hope he has a huge 2026. And he's also someone that the Braves have to decide. And he's a make or break for their franchise. If they extend him, yeah, there you go. I've given up. Teapot, though, how many years in a row have we said, well, if we just to get one more big year out of Mike Trout, we're not getting it. It's done.
5 years. 5 years I've been saying that.
It's done. But like if the Braves decide to extend Acuna, then that's it. Then they're putting all their eggs in that basket. And if he gets hurt again, then they're done. So it's a franchise deciding moment. Like they can't afford to extend him and sign someone else. So it's all him or nothing. So they have to make that decision. I personally, Jeff, I roll the dice.
Yeah.
I would extend him because if it works out, there's Bobby Cox, Chipper Jones, Hank Aaron, and Acuna outside the stadium. Yeah.
Yeah. I hope for his sake that he stays healthy, and I hope for baseball's sake he stays in Atlanta.
And for my sake, Jeff, emotionally, I need it. I need this.
Yeah. For Chris's sake too.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I did just want to just quickly, a quick reminder as we close, Jeff.
Yep.
A reminder that when things get hot, when players start to do something incredible, we get excited by that. And we tend to want a part of it. And the way that we do that is to buy a card of that person. Right.
Yeah.
Then we feel like we're connected in some way, but it's just, it can bite us. It can bite us. And whoever purchased this card, I am concerned about the long-term mental health of the person who bought this Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Sapphire Superfractor auto. And I'm also wondering why they didn't bid on our,
I wish that same person would have bought a True Gold, the 50.
Yeah. Just guys, Guerrero's having an amazing October, but if you really want to buy his cards, like wait until June of next year.
This is an extreme form of the Schlittler purchases we saw after his first start.
That is an insane. That's got to be the highest price ever paid for a rookie auto of his. I know that red 2016 went for like, what was like almost like $450,000, but like
$100,000 almost. Yeah.
But this is an immediate, like, this is a hype buy. This buy reeks of regret. And it I don't know. Stuff like this kind of scares me when I see it.
Yeah. Yeah. Be careful.
Oh, damn it. Battery, you're right. I forgot that Spawn and Necro also have statues. A lot of statues out there.
Big statue theme in Atlanta.
Fishy Fest, by the way, we might not. He has we're at the point in Albie's contract where we are at club options. He has a $7 million club option for 2026.
Well, they'll take that.
They should take that.
Yeah.
But I mean, he broke his wrist or broke his hand in September. So they could be cheap about it. I hope they aren't, because he's like a little cattle. He didn't play great. Obviously, he was terrible. But like, he's a little engine in the dugout. That's very important to the team, I think.
Yeah.
And I do love the Hank Aaron statue, by the way. It's awesome. Yeah. Destined for Cadence, that would crush us. Much like if you guys signed Churio, right, to his you extended him a little bit.
Yeah, he's the next 8 years.
Yeah. So when that ends, like, you want him to be a lifelong Brewer. Yeah. That purchase. Yeah. Curator, it'd be nice to be like, whoops, shouldn't have done that.
Linda's makes a good point here. If never sells it, never lose any money on it.
If ever there was a time to pull up that gift, Jeff. If ever. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us tonight. And thank you, Jeff, for being willing to come on. And
that was good. It helped to be chatting with you guys and talking baseball cards. Little rough time for us Brewer fans. Got one more game tomorrow for sure. Hopefully they can come back and maybe catch one. Then if they could win Saturday, then, the pressure might get to the Dodgers. So smidge of optimism.
Yeah, I'll die on the hill saying if the Yankees had held on and won Game 5, I think they win the World Series last year. So I feel like the Brewers could definitely mount a comeback, but I'm afraid, because I said out loud, my hope for this series was that the Brewers win, but Ohtani plays really, really well.
So it's like completely reversed.
It's been completely reversed, which feels pretty on brand for things that I say out loud. Yeah. Do you have any then things you want to see tomorrow specifically? I want to see Ohtani pitch well. I want to see him absolutely dominate the Brewers. And then you guys can come back in the 8th inning on some reliever.
Minus Chiro, probably, sadly.
Sadly. Yeah.
All right. Thanks everybody for joining us. Call your parents.
Yep.
Hug your pets. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of the baseball season. We'll catch you next week and find out. I think by then we'll know for sure both sides of the.
It's World Series time next week, Jeff.
Yep. All right. See you guys then. Hit us up on Instagram if you have anything you want to ask, any suggestions. Yeah. Hope he sucks. Hope he gets hurt. And if you haven't watched our bloodbath video, 'tis the season of Halloween. Please check it out on our channel. All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you later.